photofacials, my specialty, this retexturizes your skin, creating a new glow in your complexion. Remember microneedling, now $300 off, which includes 2 areas, along with an aftercare kit when you purchase a package of 3. So telephone Fusion Medical Spa, currently in the River Crossing, and soon to be at the new medical complex on Meacham Drive. Telephone 257-4SPA. That's 575-257-4772 for Fusion Medical Spa in the River Crossing, Ruidoso.
Thanks, Amy. And remember that Fusion Medical Spa is the area's top performer of stem cell therapy. It really works. For a free telephone consultation, call 575-257-4SPA. That's 575-257-4772 for Fusion Medical Spa in the River Crossing, Ruidoso.
As a single mom, it means a lot to me to have a strong banking relationship. With the cost of living as it is, I have to make the most of every dollar I make.
Every member has different wants and needs. That's the basis of relationship-based personal service. A strong credit union is built on strong relationships. Estacado Federal Credit Union, where you are more than a number, you're a member. Federally insured by NCUA.
Calling all Thunderbirds. New Mexico Junior College is hosting its first ever fall homecoming, and you are invited to be a part of it. The celebration kicks off October 23rd. Join us as we showcase the best of Thunderbird pride with volleyball, cross country, rodeo, baseball, and wrapping it up with an electrifying home basketball game you won't want to miss. Bring your friends, your energy, and Thunderbird spirit. For alumni information, contact 575-492-2785, or for the full schedule, visit nmjc.edu.
Southeast New Mexico weather.
The weather forecast as we go down the 285 in Roswell is 67 degrees this afternoon under a sunny sky. It's 72 degrees in Carlsbad today and 67 degrees in Lovington. But cold air, reinforced cold air, will move into the area. Temperatures will drop in the lower 30s in Lovington, 60 degrees for a high in Lovington tomorrow afternoon, and 63 degrees in Carlsbad. For W105 FM, I'm meteorologist Ron Roberts.
Your country plays on W105.
This morning show rocks.
I love it. I get it all. The one and only.
I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Back on the chain gang. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. Be in the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. We are Be in the Breakfast Club. The question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply. They have parts for semis, heavy trucks, and industrial trucks. Text line being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer.
Oh, yeah.
Call or text now, 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
If I'm having a bad day, you guys make me feel better.
I can't get enough.
Let's go.
Get ready to celebrate all things chocolate because it is National Chocolate Day.
National Chocolate Day?
I can bore you to death with stats about chocolate.
It's not boring at all.
So we have chocolate?
You get so charming when you eat chocolate.
My chocolate, my beautiful chocolate.
Chocolate City.
Don't do that. My chocolate must never be touched by human hands.
For National Chocolate Day, yes.
And good morning to you. It is National Chocolate Day. Question of the day, what is your favorite chocolate candy bar? We will start with Monica. She's already having the urges for chocolate. Favorite chocolate bar?
Favorite chocolate bar would have to be a white Hershey's with the little cookies and cream thing.
Fancy.
But
Blake?
my favorite are the Ferrero Rocher balls.
Oh, yeah, those are
so good.
Blake?
I'm trying to remember who makes it. I want to say it's Fair Trade, but it's a dark chocolate with the caramel in it.
See, that's one thing I can't do is dark chocolate.
Well, it's like 55%.
Yeah, just, I don't know. I need that milk chocolate. Not too dark. Just.
So you don't like dark?
No, it's just so the dark chocolate. And the dark chocolate.
You only like slightly colored.
Yeah. So the dark chocolate is better for you.
Yeah, in the higher the percent, usually the more bitter it is. So
Yeah.
when you get it around 50 to 70 is still sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine would, I've got a toss up between Almond Joy and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Both of them not good.
Peanut Butter Cups.
You know, yesterday afternoon, I tried taking a nap, and man, I was itching, and so I went to get some Benadryl at the Dollar Tree because that's where you go to get your medicine. And but I'm everywhere else it had been $5, so I got them for like $1.25.
But you only got like 2
No,
instead of
it's like eight for $1.25. And so they passing that damn Almond Joy, it kept calling my name. I had to stop and buy the Almond Joy.
I don't blame you.
I mean, even those small candy bars are $1.25 now. Little bitty candy bar. So, favorite candy bar? Love to hear from you. Our number 877-396-W105. Text line is open. You can call us. Being brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Find them at amigo-machinery.com. Question of the day being brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply. Your Napa dealer. Check them out today. Look, they've got all the parts for the big trucks and for your automobile. Can't talk this morning. Avenue D in Lovington. And, of course, broadcasting from the End of the Mountain God studio and being powered by our buddies at Permian Ford. Go check them out today. So it's something about New Mexico. I leave New Mexico, and it goes away. I come back to New Mexico, and the plaque psoriasis that I have come back. And it's in my lungs. It's on, my lungs are, and I leave and I go to high humidity,
right,
and it goes away.
Right.
And then
some folks have the opposite of that.
Yeah. And man, that itchy is just no goody. So I went and got some Benadryl, and I'm still kind of feeling the after effects. I took one yesterday, and then I can't see people take that to sleep every night. So it leaves you kind of in a Benadryl hangover a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Honoring First Responders Day going on today. Thank you, First Responders. Also on National Chocolate Day, Internal Medicine Day. Thank you. Separate Church and State Day. St. Jude Feast Day. Also, Statue of Liberty Dedication Day and Wild Foods Day going on all day today. USDA posted a notice on the website blaming Democrats for the impeding suspension of food stamps. It's true. The Democrats voted against the continuing resolution. We would not be having this problem today if Democrats would have just went ahead and voted on the continuing resolution. They liked it 13 times prior. I'll say it again. It's time for us to get a budget that goes at least a year budget, like running a business. I think that would be smart. So, SNAP, I suspect the Democrats aren't going to cave. Look, it is their base. Yeah, I would, and maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. But today's what, 28th?
Mm-hmm. I think at this point, I think they'll let them suffer for a few more days because I think they want it to be the longest in history because they're that close. And they want to say, look, Trump has the 2 longest shutdowns ever.
Yeah, but that would be two weeks away from now. Because but what are we, day 25? No, it would be one more week. Because the longest is 37 days, wasn't it?
35.
35 days. So we're still a ways away from 35 days.
But Democrats don't care about the pain they inflict on people.
You know, I did a video yesterday, TikTok. I stitched this guy up because he's over there talking about, I ain't getting my food stamps. And, there's babies crying in the background. And he's sitting on the sofa. And he's looks like a healthy young guy. And he's crying, and they're building that ballroom. They're taking out tax dollars. First of all, I doubt if you pay any damn taxes. And point number 2 is they're not taking your taxes to pay for the ballroom.
You want to know what I saw yesterday? And I had to bite my tongue so bad.
What?
So the New Mexico Health Department released a statement stating that people would be, or New Mexicans would not be receiving their benefits effective on the 1st, blah, 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 blah. And this girl, she commented, she was the very first one, and she said, we better get back pay for this.
Back pay?
Yes.
What the hell are you going to get back pay?
And so I went and I looked at her profile, and of course God forgive me, I was being judgmental, and I'm like, of course you'd be on SNAP. Of course you'd be on welfare.
You ghetto superstar.
Yes.
You ghetto superstar. Back pay for your SNAP.
Yeah.
Look, and I'll say it again. I don't want any kids that are going without food, but at some point we have to go, where are the personal consequences?
Right.
Where are the personal consequences?
Right.
You had 5, and you had to have another one?
Mm-hmm.
And where are the dads? Where is the responsibility taken from the dads?
So good.
Amen.
Where are the dads?
Well, and that's part of the problem when they removed the father from the family.
Mm-hmm.
And, they call it SNAP for a reason. It could be gone fairly quick in a snap.
That's a good point.
President Trump revealed that he underwent an MRI during his recent visit to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. And it says that he's perfect. But the MRI did show that he's got some, and, he's old. He's old. He's got some issues in his legs, that he's got some veiny issues. Veiny issues. I'll leave it at that. What is that called? Thrombosis?
Yeah, thrombosis.
So that's what he's got. And most people get that about once they get old. So he's fine, though. By the way, the last president couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. He's okay. The last president couldn't even sign a document by himself. Needed an auto pen. By the way, new information coming out about that damn auto pen. And supposedly Hunter Biden maybe had something to do with the auto pen, which is kind of scary. Huh. Whew. Prep talking about Brian Kelly getting fired. Yeah, I did that story yesterday, but Nick Saban got a call, $15 million. Ooh. Urban Meyer got a call, $15 million. $15 million a year. Come on home, Nicky boy. Come on home. We'll see what happens. But $15 million a year, man. You're taking things to a whole nother. I don't know if there's an NFL coach making $15 million. Remember we did that deal where college coaches make more than NFL coaches?
Mm-hmm.
$15 million? That's crazy. And the first lady of the Raider Nation, co-owner of the team, Carol Davis, passed away. She was 93 yesterday. Amazon announcing they're cutting 30,000 corporate jobs. They're getting rid of 30,000 corporate jobs. They're gone. Just in time for Christmas. In a snap, they were gone too. I wonder if they still get that Prime membership for life. Maybe. Looks like Freddie Freeman hits a walk-off home run in the World Series Game 3. 18 innings. Monica, tell me you didn't stay up and watch that.
I didn't stay. I got to like the 13th inning.
Man, so that's Game 3 and victory over the Blue Jays last night. And, man, 18 innings. What a great game. If you're a baseball fan, that's a long game. The Democrats asking the Supreme Court to curb the presidential tariff power. Nobody was ever crying about tariffs before. We're actually making money off of tariffs for the very first time, and the economy is going in the right direction. All the experts are now saying we were wrong. The tariffs are working. We're making money. It's not affecting the economy. And for those that keep crying, well, the economy is terrible. No, it's not. No, it's not. All the numbers are saying it's not terrible. So Democrats asking the Supreme Court to rule on that. We'll see where that goes. And a sad story this morning. A Hobbs woman died in a rollover in Gaines County Sunday evening. About 4 p.m., troopers responded to the crash on County Road 251 and County Road 210, just west of Seminole. Cheryl Braxley, 71 years old, was driving east on County Road 210, approaching the intersection of County Road 251. She ran the stop sign, struck a mound of dirt, causing the vehicle to go airbound, and she was ejected from that vehicle. Thoughts and prayers for her family. She was, according to DPS, she was not wearing a seatbelt. Crash remains under investigation at this time. I don't like wearing a seatbelt either.
Your chances of getting ejected go way up.
Yeah. Ireland elected their first left-wing pro-immigration president, Catherine O'Connell. Pro-immigration, self-avowed socialist, running as independent, won the presidential election by a landslide on Friday. This is a bad look for Ireland.
So the fact that she's left-wing doesn't mean much because Ireland's had a lot of left-wing politics.
Yeah, most definitely.
But we've never had one before that wants to almost destroy the Irish culture.
Yeah, she's 68 years old and won by 63%, and she is pro-immigrant. And have you seen the riots in the street in Ireland?
You mean in the past or now?
No, now. No. I'm talking about in the last couple months, they have taken the street, and all of that was about immigration. And then you go and elect somebody that's,
Didn't we have old Fighter Boy running for that?
Yeah, I don't think he actually ran.
I don't think so.
I don't think he actually ran. He wanted to make Ireland great again, and then he decided he couldn't do it. He probably had I don't know, some starlet to grope or something. Sad story. I feel sorry for Conor McGregor's wife because she stuck with him when he had nothing. And then he's partying all over the world. And yeah, I'm just like, man, keep it in your pants. Go home.
Amen.
It's not a good look.
It's not
a good look. President Trump moves to break the U.S. dependency on communist China. And that meeting is coming up shortly. He was in Japan yesterday and had some great things to say about the brand new Prime Minister of Japan. And when you light stuff on fire, you're an arsonist. 4 years, is that enough? I mean, you completely destroyed dozen homes. Jacob O'Hare, 31 years old, a convicted arsonist, will spend 4 years in prison after pleading guilty, starting the Bosque fire in Los Lunas. It destroyed more than a dozen homes, injured several firefighters in 4 years. He'll be out into setting more fires.
Right.
Coming up real soon. No doubt about that. He'll be back at it. 4 years for setting a fire that destroyed people's homes. It just seems like a little lax to me. It really does. Morning show this morning being brought to you by La Tienda. Find them in Pecos, Texas. They're right there on Eddy Street. Some of the savings right now, baby back ribs, $2.97 a pound. Get the beef bottom roast for just $5.99 a pound. New York strip steak, $7.99 a pound. And whole fryers, 99 cents a pound. Get the pumpkins, $3.99 each. Also, the russet potatoes, 5-pound bag for $1.99. Yellow onions, 3-pound bag for 99 cents. Plus, you can get the Red Diamond tea, 2 gallons for $6. And the deli department start off with the white bread. It's just $1.58 a loaf. Plus, get the oven-roasted turkey breast, $7.49 a pound. Also, roast beef, $11.99 a pound. Black Forest ham for $5.79 $69 a pound. And if you're looking for refreshments, they have the coldest beer in Pecos, Texas at La Tienda. And, of course, you can get Pepsi, Mountain Dew, and Big Red for a 24-pack for $10.99. Find it all today. If you're new to Pecos, La Tienda has everything you're looking for. They're right there on Eddy Street. Weather for the day, we've got a pretty decent day, except maybe 40-mile-an-hour winds are expected. Yeah, all day today. High temperature 68. Clear tonight down to about 35 and then 61 tomorrow. And then we're back in the 70s for most heading into the weekend for southeast New Mexico. Ruidoso, sunny and 60 all day today. Below freezing 27 tonight. 55 coming up tomorrow. And weekend weather is looking awesome in Lincoln County. And in Albuquerque this morning, you've got a high temperature of 70. Sunny skies, 35 tonight. And then a freeze watch late in tonight. That's what they're saying. I don't know how that works with a low of 35. I'm just Common Core math here. What's the freezing point?
32.
32. And the low is 35, but we got a freeze watch in effect in Albuquerque for late tonight.
Because they say 35, it could still hit 32 in many areas, especially low-lying areas.
We'll say the low is 32.
Well, but
it's supposed to be the low. The low meaning the lowest point.
It's the weatherman.
Yeah. 63 and sunny. By the way, he never gets it right. So, and weekend weather looking good in Albuquerque. 5-day forecast. Check it out for yourself. It's easy. Just go to W105radio.com. Check out the weather this morning, being brought to you by Atlas Makeup Mirror and Grooming Tool, times 1, times 5, times 10 magnification. LED lights, travels easy, weighs less than 4 pounds, comes in a traveling case. And if you, you've been there. You've been in the motel rooms trying to put on your makeup, and it's not a good deal. The lighting is terrible at most hotels, and the mirrors are not real good. They're old. And it doesn't matter if you stay at a 5-star hotel or at a Motel 6. The lighting in the mirrors really stink. That's why it was invented. Rebecca Long traveling the state of New Mexico, and she's like, the mirrors are absolutely terrible. Give her a call this morning. Talk to her about the Atlas Makeup Mirror perfect Christmas gift, 575-631-3189. And if you've got the Atlas Makeup Mirror, now you've got to get the pocket mirrors. Yeah, $29.99 for the small one, $39.99 for the larger one. Go online and order today. AtlasMakeupMirror.com. Monica in the text 625.
Brian from Albuquerque says, good morning. My favorite candy bar is a Zero bar. And Tax on Overtime says, do you guys believe an alien craft is on the way? Blake?
Could be.
Was that to me?
No, it was for everybody, but I know you've talked about it before.
We'll see when they get here.
No, the answer is no. My answer is no. Smokey in Arizona says, good morning, guys and Monica. I hope y'all have a great day. Good morning to my butthead. Love you. My favorite candy is a Reese's Cups or a Butterfinger. Ooh, I forgot about Butterfingers. Those are so good. Frankie Sachet, good morning, Frankie. He sent his in. It's the Toblerone. I've had those before. Am I saying it right? Toblerone? It's the one that looked like little mountains.
Yeah.
My favorite candy bar is a Butterfinger, said a texter, and I have to go with a whatchamacallit, said another texter. Cool Hanlon says
whatchamacallit.
A whatchamacallit?
Remember that ad?
Yeah.
How's it go? A Cool Hanlon says Ghirardelli 86 cocoa dark chocolate. Jeff from Hub says dark chocolate with caramel inside of it, and sprinkled with some sea salt.
Amen. That's the bomb right there.
Y luego, the realist texter said, I hope the aliens come. Holier than thou, hypocrite.
They're just doing a drive-by.
It's
not like it's headed. It's not like it's headed to our planet. It's
holier than thou is ready to get probed.
Yeah, here he goes. Literally talking through both sides of your mouths. First thing this morning, they don't care about suffering. 2 seconds later, why should my taxes pay for your food? And insinuating that all people on welfare are ghetto and lazy. Your contempt for fellow Americans is ugly and disgusting.
She was ghetto and lazy.
Oh, out, holier than thou hypocrite. I'll go find her and I will send you a picture of her. And then you can, you'll probably think that she's just fine. Y'all probably dress and look a lot alike. But to me, it looked like she was a person of that type.
Ghetto?
Mm-hmm.
Ghetto. So why do you keep listening if we're a bunch of hypocrites? I'm always wondering about that. Why do you keep listening? You must like it.
They're trying to learn the truth.
To try to correct us.
They're trying to learn the truth.
Well,
I don't know.
they know what's right and wrong, and then they're trying to figure it out. Maybe I don't know.
Or they just like being a troublemaker.
I think so. That's it for well, hold on. 2 more came in. My favorite candy bar is a Hershey Dark Bar with almonds. But speaking of candy bars, I had to try it the other day. It was a Reese's with Oreos. Not bad. Oh, no. I think they need to leave Reese's alone.
Yeah, just give me, you know what?
Yes.
It all started when they came out with the white chocolate. Reese's white chocolate with peanut butter. And I remember the time that my mom gave me for Easter, gave me a white chocolate bunny. And I was so disappointed. I'm like, really? This is what I get. I'm a good kid all year long, and here I am. I get the white chocolate bunny.
You're like, Mom, you know I like dark meat.
I mean, white chocolate. It just does not have the same effect. Does not. It's crazy.
Okay, hold up. The all-day texter, who's also a liberal, said this. The truth is that you guys call yourselves Christians and you guys are not. Y'all sit on this radio show mocking people, putting down people. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll go to church on Sunday and
I do.
holy this and holy that and claim that y'all
Definitely.
are. Y'all might look good on the outside, but inside, that's what God really looks at. Listen, that's what's wrong with you. You're a pansy. Like, listen, I am a Christian, but I'm going to call it as I see it. If I see somebody that's being loud about receiving back pay for something that's already free, that they don't have to work to get, shut up.
Well,
I am going to judge that.
I'm just going to quote the Bible here where it says,
if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah, thank you. It's pretty easy. And it also talks about laziness. It also talks about laziness and laziness being a disease. And so, am I being judgmental or maybe I'm following the word?
You know, I think it's pretty incredible that you guys can sit behind y'all's phones and texters and text in all day. We'll never know who you are, but you obviously know me. My sister says that she's a woman of God. So he's talking about my sister. And Monica's sister says that she's a woman of God when she sits there and laughs at other people. And no, I'm not a liberal, but you're obviously worried about what I'm talking about.
I'm
Tell
good.
me who you are.
I'm good to go. I'm good
You're
to go.
You're probably on Snap. That's why you get so offended.
I'm good to go. I mean, the problem is that, you know, we keep feeding people. They keep going to the trough to eat.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do with our animals at the zoo? Well,
feed them.
So but they encourage you not to feed the animals. Why?
Well, in the wild.
Yeah, in the wild. Why is it that in the wild we encourage people not to feed animals?
Because they become lazy and dependent on the people feeding them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so if they become lazy and dependent, but we've done that with food stamps and SNAP. How many people would get off their ass and go make it on their own? You know what I've told my kids when they cry about money? Go get a part-time job. You got a full-time job, now go get a part-time job. Go get a side hustle. Go do whatever you got to do to make enough money. But see, we're not built that way anymore.
And your animal analogy goes actually a step further because they've shown that like a bear that's grown dependent on people feeding them, if they stop, they get angry and they tear things up trying to find the food.
Well, that's where we're at right now. All right, we're going to talk about human remains found. We'll talk about that near Las Vegas, New Mexico. We'll get you updated with that story in just a second. Also, some of the stories we will be talking about this morning. Anti-Trump federal employee union caves. They are caving. The unions are caving. And Gavin Newsom says he's probably going to run for president. I told you so. And Gen Zers are moving up and moving into this trade. I'll tell you what the trade is coming up in just a second. Thought for the day being brought to you by Wakefield Oil. Wakefield Oil, dependable, boom or bust. They are there delivering oil and gas products. Give them a call, 575-622-4160. They deliver in the southeast New Mexico and West Texas. They deliver gas, diesel, DEF, also interstate batteries. Go to the website, wakefieldoil.com. They have been delivering oil and gas products for close to 40 years now. Thought for the day in memory of Mr. Wendell Wakefield. Thought for the day is, I don't even believe myself when I say I'll be ready in 5 minutes. Monica's like, no, I don't believe myself.
No, not at all.
No. Looks like work is ongoing to determine what will happen after they unmarked a grave site that was found, and then they discovered human remains near the New Mexico Behavioral Health Institute. Spokesperson up there in Las Vegas, New Mexico, says that the General Services Department says a contractor uncovered the remains during the construction project on Monday. And so they are heading out there and decide exactly if they're going to remove the remains or if work will come to a halt. Anti-Trump federal employees. You remember those federal employees? Kamala, man, they were up there doing the chant, the whole thing. Well, they are calling now on Democrats to pass the clean continuing resolution. They are saying, look, pass the CR. We can't afford another day. Pass the CR. And they just missed one check. On Friday, they missed their paycheck.
Wow.
And so union employees calling on the Democrats to get off of it and pass the bill. Gavin Newsom says he's running for president in 2028. Kamala sounded yesterday like she's going to run in 2028. And some great news is for Gen Zers, turns out they're getting into the construction field of work. See, this is what I've been talking about. We need young men to start working with their hands.
Amen.
You know, back in the day, we built things with our hands. Factory workers we built with our hands. You had people that were actually working. Now we got Gen Zers going in. I'm talking about people that are between 18 and 28 going into the construction business. That number is continuously rising. In fact, it shows about a 37% increase in American Gen Zers, citizen-born Gen Zers, going into the construction field.
That's awesome.
That is great. And 3 people killed and a dozen wounded after a drone strike hit Kyiv yesterday. So Russian targeted the Ukrainian capital with the drones, killing 3 people in their homes, and at least 29 other people were injured yesterday.
How long before we actually get involved?
That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of. 21% of the state's population is on SNAP. 21%.
Sad.
And so relief could be coming in the way of food banks. There's also several restaurants that are going to give free food to kids.
That's awesome.
Which, I mean, this is the way it used to work back in the day, is that we didn't have SNAP. We didn't have food stamps. You know who helped out?
Churches,
charities. They helped out. That's what happened. All right, Joe Biden made a comment about Trump yesterday. I'll dive into that coming up next. 637, price of oil this morning. Being brought to you by Wilbanks LLC, serving the oil and gas industry in the Permian Basin since 1981. 4 decades of experience, quality reputation, Crane & Crane Services, ever-growing basin, and they're growing too. They've got truck cranes, rough terrain, all-terrain, crawlers, ranging from 50 tons to 350 tons capacity. Whatever your project is, if you've got a project in the future plan, give them a call and put the men and women to work at Wilbanks LLC. If you're considering compression, battery bills, wireline, frac, plant bills, give their team a call today. 575-746-6318. Wilbanks LLC since 1981.
West Texas Intermediate, $60.41. That's off 90 cents. Brent crude off 93 cents at 64.69. Natural gas is down 11 cents at 3.33. The wholesale cost on a gallon of gasoline, $1.90 this morning.
All right, Monica, you ever heard of Cajun speak?
Have I heard of Cajun speak?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually met one over the weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and he was telling me where he was from, and I was like hanging on to every single word that he said. Because, yeah, I could definitely tell he was Cajun.
All right, I'm going to play something from the governor of Louisiana coming up next. Okay. Tweet of the day this morning being brought to you by our buddies at WWRV3.com, 988-0392. Get in touch with them, 162 RV sites, 30 and 50 amps available, all utilities included for one low price. It's WWRV3.com, pet-friendly, high-speed internet. They've got it all, and that's included for your low, low price. 988-0392. Get in touch with them today. As we were doing the show yesterday, I came across about Turning Point USA at LSU. Planned they were going to use the stadium. And, the football team's not playing with the damn, so use the stadium. And they were going to put on a huge Turning Point event, and that happened. And the governor of Louisiana says that they want to be the first in the state to erect a statue of Charlie Kirk.
Oh, wow.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to be a freedom of speech statue in memory of Charlie Kirk. Here's the governor of Louisiana, Monsieur Jeff Landry.
Hey, everyone. Governor Jeff Landry here tonight, wanting to thank the entire Turning Point family. Because tonight, unbelievable. Over 1,500 people came to listen to Turning Point USA. Thank you. Big shout out to LSU Turning Point. And so we're here on campus next to Mike the Tiger, and we're going to put a challenge out to the LSU Board of Supervisors to find a place to put a statue of Charlie Kirk to defend the freedom of speech on college campuses. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can be the first campus to do it.
So, and if he says do it, it will probably get done because you know who runs the colleges? The governor. Mm-hmm. The governor runs the colleges. He is the man.
Sounds
running
like Jesse
the
Duplantis.
So he is he's a big time conservative. President Trump loves him.
Good.
And he was the attorney general for years.
That sound is back for that.
Yeah, I got a little hum up in here. Oh, it's coming here. This pot. Mm. I got a hum here, and I got a hum there. I will pot that down when I'm not playing. Yesterday, AOC, the big rally that was going on in New York City. AOC, they're not the crazies, Monica. They are not the crazies. They are not the crazies.
But we must remember, in a time such as this, we are not the crazy ones, New York City. We are not the outlandish ones, New York City. They want us to think we are crazy. We are sane.
I'm just saying that is debatable. And you know what cracks me up? They got the chic guys right in the front, and they're all, All right. As you watch this next cut, yes, it is a meme, but she actually said it. It's kind of funny with President Trump in the back.
Made me laugh.
This is funny. So AOC going at it again.
Latinos seeking a better life. Native people standing for themselves. Asian Americans.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Where did she get that accent? All of a sudden, the accent is back.
All of a sudden, she's Kamala 2.0.
Yeah.
Which was a Hillary 2.0, which was...
And then she talked about the secret police. And I'm like, secret police?
And we will send a loud message to President Donald Trump that his authoritarianism is no good here. We will send a message that to ICE that secret police do not belong here.
Secret police doesn't belong here.
See, they're still trying to tie it to the Nazis.
Secret police, the brown coats don't belong here. And then one of the dumbest comments of the day came from Alicia Salazar. She is a state representative. Listen to what she said. Just dumb.
Is it radical to fight to abolish ICE?
Yeah, it is. And I'm trying to see what's on their T-shirts. Can you see what's on their T-shirts? The sweatshirt?
New York City Democrat Socialists
Oh,
of
Democrat
America.
Socialists. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Democrat Socialists. Who else was the Democrat Socialist Party?
Hitler and the Nazis.
Yeah, Hitler and the Nazis. Thank you very much for making that all come together. We've gone.
Read a history book and they would learn.
Yeah, we've gone full circle, I do believe. Pretty much full circle. All right, we're going to talk about Biden talking about dark days. We're under some dark days as he went and was he on Jimmy Kimmel? Looks like he was on Jimmy Kimmel. And Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is moving. He's not going to be on Paramount anymore.
Uh-oh.
So evidently I'm going for the highest bidder in a capitalist society. Yes. So we'll dive into those stories coming up next. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Zia Guns, 1907 North Payne in Roswell. Over 1,000 guns in stock, handguns, rifles, shotguns, looking for personal protection. They have lethal and non-lethal personal protection. Trade in to trade up your old gun. So you give them your old gun and you get a better gun. So maybe you're looking to sell guns. Go in there and talk to them at Zia Guns. And ladies, if you're looking for personal protection, they do have the lethal and non-lethal personal protection. They can tune up your bow. They can take care of pretty much a lot of things on your Christmas list. So if you're thinking ahead, go in there and check them out. Benchmade knives and so much more. 575-622-0023. Don't forget, closed Saturday, open on Sunday, 1907 North Payne in Roswell. So it looks like Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is going away from Paramount and now will be a part of NBC. So look at the TV shows this guy has.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's amazing because when I'm like going through and especially on Amazon Prime, where all his shows are. I'm just like, damn, that's one of his shows. That's one of his shows. That's one of his shows.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is busy as hell. I don't know when he's going to have time to spend all that damn money.
You know, I came across go ahead, Blake.
I was going to say, if you really look at it, like all of his shows are similar in different settings.
Yeah.
Like Landman is the West Texas Yellowstone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yellowstone was that basically Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I haven't seen Tulsa King, so I can't compare that, but I'm imagining that there's similar
Tulsa
themes.
King is, we know Sylvester Stallone is not a great actor.
He always plays himself.
Yeah. Do you think he would? Billy Bob Thornton is a good actor.
Yes.
He wears his sister's jeans, but he's a good actor.
Well, and do you believe he's in his 70s in that show?
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
Yeah. So, Landman, if you haven't seen Mayor of Kingston, Kingstown, great show. Lioness, great show. Tulsa King. And then we got the spinoff, Beth and Rip coming up, the Madisons, Marshalls, and then I haven't even touched on Yellowstone or 1923 or 1883.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and there's
Both
another
those were
one
good.
that I came across this weekend. It's something kind of like American Idol or The Voice, but it's called The Road. And it's produced by Taylor Sheridan.
And this guy has got his hands.
Finding the next country star.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed that he uses a lot of the same actors in different TV shows. If he likes you, he's going to put you to work.
Well, but he always makes sure that every single one of those things you listed has like a top name.
Yeah.
Like big time top name.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
But if he likes you, he's going to put you to work.
I like that.
And keep you working. Albuquerque man sentenced for that fatal 2023 shooting. So I said, man, actually a woman involved in that deadly shooting. The judge, Cindy Leos, sentenced Elena Ornelas to 15 years in prison, second-degree murder. She shot and killed Sadie Hill at an apartment complex, according to the criminal complaint. 2 women got in a fight that led to the shooting, and the witnesses said that she was walking out into the courtyard when she heard somebody shooting a gun, turned to see Hill fall to the ground, and she witnessed the whole thing, and so she hasn't been sentenced. I guess she was sentenced, but it doesn't say how many years. It just says the shooting happened in 2023. By the way, that's not her first time. She had shot somebody in 2022. Oh, she's got 15 years in jail, 15 years in prison. So she'll be out in 7 looking to shoot somebody else. Fearful Biden talks about the dark days under Donald Trump, calling Americans to stand when he was on the show with the late night talk show, Jimmy Kimmel. Stand. Dark days. Very dark. Yeah, I mean, your presidency was perfect. I mean, inflation went so high we couldn't afford a damn thing. And let me remind people, that didn't happen under Donald Trump's first term. That
even with COVID.
Yeah, it was like the water spigot got turned on under Joe Biden, and all of a sudden high prices. And that was all because of things that he did, restrictions. And everybody wants to yell and scream about tariffs. Well, when we restrict oil and gas and do all kinds of things that to, open the pipeline, people coming into this country, all of a sudden, I'll say it again, America's population is not that much more than, I'm talking about citizens, but when you let in 20 million people and you got to take care of them, inflation's going to go up. It is.
Yeah, I mean,
it just the way it is. Warrant issued for a woman who failed to appear in court. Christy Gutierrez issued a warrant for her yesterday. 2021, Gutierrez was arrested after she was found driving a stolen car with fentanyl pills all over the place and had her 2-year-old son in the backseat.
That's tough.
By the way, she was supposed to appear in court yesterday, and she didn't show up. Something tells me this is not her first time getting in trouble.
No.
And if you're applying for your citizenship, get ready. The questions are going up. I talked about this a couple months ago. If you file for your citizenship after October 20th, instead of taking 10 questions, they'll give you the test with 10 questions and you got to get 60% right. You'll have to do 20 questions and get 60% right. To me, I would have stuck with the 10 questions, say you got to get 80% right.
You could still do 80% on 20.
Yeah. Yeah, I told the wife, if you don't get 100%, you shouldn't get your citizenship.
I'd let him miss one. I'd do 90%. I'd let him miss 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 20.
So I told her, if you don't get them all right, to me, you're not an American citizen. They might give you your citizenship.
Well, you think about this. How many people
they're scaring her,
who are born here and are citizens and can't get that?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. But if you're studying for something
you got
months in advance to study, you should know the answers. You should know the answers.
Correct.
So,
how long is it going to be before the left starts screaming that the citizen test is racist?
Well, and I mean, you can already take it in foreign languages. So you don't even have to learn English in America to become a citizen. By the way, if you want to be a permanent resident in Norway, you have to learn their language. I got a friend of mine, a lady friend, that she is, in Norway. And if you want your permanent resident card, you have to be able to read and write the language.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they're not alone. There are other I think Iceland is that way also. You have to learn to read and write the language.
Well, Iceland only has like 200,000
Yeah,
people.
it's not a whole bunch. Not a whole bunch of people. Minnesota man was arrested after offering to pay somebody $45,000 to murder Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the United States. $45,000. So St. Paul, Minnesota man, people in Minnesota, a lot of them are unhinged. That's the Tim Walz effect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, posted a TikTok video offering to pay a bounty for the murder of Pam Bondi. Wow. Let me just say this much. You might have $45,000, but you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
I mean, serious. You're going to threaten somebody's life and said, wanted Pam Bondi, dead or alive, reward $45,000. Well, I was only joking. Yeah, joke's on you, buddy. Joke is on you. Yeah.
That's always their excuse. Oh, kill him. Oh, I'm just joking.
So the man was identified as Tyler Mason Avalos. Avalos.
Avalos.
Yeah, that's what Monica said. Anyway, he's locked up. He should go to jail for a long, long time. That's a direct threat.
Yeah.
And there have been other direct threats where people actually threaten people, and TikTok doesn't do anything. But by God, if you post some things up, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
If you call somebody an idiot, you're done. And that's my response to a lot of people. Damn idiot.
Yes. I got a warning on TikTok.
For idiot. Yeah. Trial for the former Las Cruces police officer accused of shooting and killing a woman is expected to continue today. Felipe Hernandez charged with second-degree murder in the death of 45-year-old Teresa Gomez. They released the information about that yesterday. There is a video, and when somebody is walking away, you can't shoot them in the back. I mean, it's you can't shoot them in the back. If they're defusing the situation and walking away, you can't shoot them in the back.
No.
Even if they took stuff from your house, let's say they broke into your house, you can't shoot them in the back.
Right.
You're going to be charged every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're going to be charged every time. So
what you're saying is, then you got to spin them once in the side, spin them all the way around, and
yeah,
once in front, so you can say they were trying to turn away
and then drag them back into the house.
Yeah. So you can say they were turning away, and you just got off shot.
Drag them back in the house. Republicans and Democrats continue to clash over the expiring Obamacare subsidies. Look, Trump said he'd give you one more year. He agreed to that 2-3 weeks ago. Time for everybody to come back to work. Obamacare. That's probably the worst thing that happened to American healthcare ever. It's terrible. And Hamas hands over a hostage's body to Israel after Trump gave him 48 hours to do it. It was like, you got 48 hours. I'm tired of playing with you people. 48 hours, get her done, and they turned the body over. Trump was talking about over the weekend about Hamas and said that if they don't learn to behave, we're going to have to eradicate them. Now, I know what eradicate means. I don't know if he really means eradicate or eradicate, but he said eradicate. Charlie Kirk, suspected assassin, will not have to show his face in court and can wear street clothes. Now, the only thing they said no to was him being shackled when he comes into the courtroom. And they don't want people to perceive him guilty by having him shackled and in a prison uniform. So the judge went along with it. They haven't decided on the shackling just yet because of security, but he will be able to wear street clothes. So I'm sure they're going to dress him up in a suit. Why don't you put him back in the T-shirt that he wore the same day and the pair of jeans the same day?
Right. And honestly, when I was hearing that story this morning, I thought it doesn't matter because they said that they didn't want to taint the people who would be watching and possibly be selected for jury as jurors. But I thought it doesn't matter what the guy wears. He did what he did.
Well, there are a certain group of people that maybe think that he didn't do what he did. I don't know. I don't know. Sad.
Right.
But the judge, to me, sounded like he's going to give this guy every benefit. Pretty much every benefit. But they got videos. They've got DNA.
Yeah.
That's why when somebody says he's not the shooter, I'm just like, look, I'm a conspiracy theorist from way, way back. But they got DNA. It was his grandfather's gun.
Mm-hmm.
They matched ballistics together. And so I don't know if I'm buying in the whole lot. All right, we're going to check the text. When we come back, we'll hear about SNAP coming up and federal workers bracing as they missed a paycheck. First paycheck during the 5-week shutdown. And the Supreme Court of New Mexico will finally make a decision maybe about the McKinley County DA. And President Trump said he had a MRI. I'll give you the complete prognosis on that coming up. It's nothing really to worry about. Morning show this morning being brought to you by State Representative Randy Pettigrew. He's at District 61, reminding you he will continue to fight for us, for our way of life, for our businesses, for our oil and gas, for our kids, to protect your constitutional rights. Yes, he's a Republican. He's a conservative, but he is a constitutional conservative. He believes that he's going to follow the Constitution. No empty promises. He stands his ground up there, and he's got a newsletter he puts out from time to time. You want to keep up with what's going on in New Mexico? Sign up for the newsletter. Just go to RandallPettigrew.com and sign up. Message paid for by Randy Pettigrew. It's 6:59, Monica.
Artesia Breakfast Club fan said, I didn't think Charlie Kirk assassin confessed to his father. Yeah, he did confess to his father, or he told him. Didn't something along those lines happen?
Yeah, I think he did.
Cole Ann Linton said, Billy Bob, a man ought not lie with another man. Sling blade. Okay. Roy from Jow says, honestly, the citizen test is hard. I'm a true American, and I would be deported because some of the questions are hard.
Well, we gave Monica the test, and she's supposed to be deported next week.
I failed miserably.
French fried taters. Mm-hmm.
It asks what years Obama was a senator. Had to help my spouse, and damn, some of those questions don't even have to do with being American.
I don't even remember. I don't remember that question.
02.
Like, honestly, who cares when Obama was a senator?
I don't remember that being a question. I looked, there are 100 questions. I don't remember that one. Now, it does ask who your senator is, who's your president, vice president.
Sure. Patricia from West Odessa said, I know I would have to hate to take the commercial test to get my CDL again. I took all that 24 years ago. And Democrats don't know that it takes 60 votes to pass CR.
No, they never took civics.
Lovington Trashman says, I wonder how hard the test is, actually. And you can thank Kurt Sutter for Taylor Sheridan's success after he cut him from Sons of Anarchy. And then Jody chimed in saying, Taylor Sheridan did not write Sons of Anarchy or produce it. He was just in it as an actor.
Oh,
okay.
Wes Green says he also bought the 4-6 Ranch in Texas.
Yeah, he owns it.
Nemo said, good morning. I don't know if it's been mentioned, but there is a wreck on 62-180 and Highway 8. Traffic is backed up more than usual with the construction. That was brought to you by
our buddy Luke Ragsdale, RagsdaleLawFirm.com.
Jeff Rose says, AOC is crazier than a ring-tailed tutor that's been pulled through knothole backwards. That AOC must have been hitting that tequila last night and got that Spanish Latin slang coming out of her.
By the way, she's not Hispanic.
Mm-mm.
She kind of looks Hispanic, but is she Puerto? Would Puerto Rican be part of Hispanic? I mean,
probably.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's a
think
lot
it'd be,
closer
like,
than some others.
Spanish descent. Little E said, if you can work, you need to get out there and work for your money. In-law Outlaw says, I've been waiting for this day for so long that Trump would make these lazy, overweight freeloaders go work for their monies or for their families. It's so past due. But in many cases, the baby daddy has a good paying oil field job. The kids are on SNAP and Medicaid. Freeloaders are us and tax the living crap out of us taxpayers. Thank you, Trump. Richard says a lot of people are losing their benefits. They aren't starving. Looks like they could live off of the land. LOL. Bean Sandwich says 7 things that God hates, the 7 deadly sins. And if the aliens come, they can take the Democrats with them, please.
It's a great purge.
Well-groomed beard guy says, I'm saved, not soft. Amen. Kathy from the Patch says, I really like Turtles because that's a really good chocolate bar with the pecan and caramel. But I make a chocolate bar using 2 Ritz crackers. I put peanut butter in between them and I dip them in chocolate. I let them sit in the fridge. Now that's delicious.
Yeah, you were saying Turtles. I was like,
And
I
this-
hate the Turtles.
This texter, in response to the people that we have listening that don't agree with us, they listen, so they have something to complain about. Jay in Carlsbad said, Nick Saban isn't going anywhere. He's having too much fun doing college game day with Pat
you don't know
McAfee.
that. You do not know that. You know what? I would make him tell me that. You know, in a sales game, you keep asking the same question until they tell you absolutely no. Leave me alone. And I wouldn't even go to Nick Saban. I would go to Miss Terry.
Bit of Honey is my favorite. I'll have to admit I haven't bought it near as much as I used to since they changed their logo and packaging. They should have stayed true to the old packaging.
That has
Says
chocolate?
Cody. No.
Bit o' chocolate.
What was your favorite chocolate bar, Cody?
Bit o' chocolate.
There's no way that Charlie was shot with a 30-06 from 200 yards. That's a lot of things that don't add up, said Lionel. Patricia from West Odessa, she responded, I'd be deported because I know I wouldn't pass that test.
All
and
right,
I
I'm
was
going to ask
born here."
Monica some. I just pulled up. There's an app you can go to, and if you want to take the test, so what's the name of this app? USCI citizenship test. So, Monica, I'm going to give you the tests again. You ready?
Sure.
Let's see if she passes. What happens at the Constitutional Convention?
What happens at the Constitutional Convention? There is no Constitutional Convention.
Well, there was back in the day. I mean, that's where they read they wrote the Constitution.
That's what it was called?
Yeah, Constitution Convention. So,
Okay.
question number 2. I got to flip the card. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years?
2.
6.
Damn.
What do we celebrate on Independence Day? Or what day is Independence Day?
The 4th of July.
Yeah, she scored it. She nailed it. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Now this guy is.
Hold on. Abraham Lincoln.
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
FDR. No.
How
FDR.
many justices
Franklin D.
on the Supreme Court?
6.
9.
9.
Yeah, you knew it was uneven.
I did know it was uneven.
When was
No.
the Declaration of Independence adopted?
1776.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the other countries didn't recognize it till 1783.
Name one American Indian tribe in the United States.
Navajo.
Yep, they're on the list. What does a U.S. senator represent? This is a great answer.
Their state.
Yeah, thank you. All the people in the state. Where's my representation in New Mexico?
You don't have it.
I don't have any
Now
representation.
ask Blake. More questions.
Name
answering.
one war fought in the United States, Blake, in 1800s.
Civil War.
Civil War, War of 1812, Mexican-American
Spanish-American
War,
War.
Spanish-American War, all of those. All right, Blake, who is the commander-in-chief of the U.S. military?
President.
All right. What month do we vote for the president?
November.
See,
Why are you giving him all the easy ones?
I answered all was yours too.
I'm just
Not
going by
all
the
of them.
line.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, keep on asking him.
No,
keep
it's
on.
your
No, it's
test.
I got like 6 questions.
I'm
Keep
already
going.
I'm already 100%. I'm
What
good.
what is
Nah,
the
you got all the easy ones.
What was the political party of the president now?
Republican?
So these are the questions. Name one state that borders Mexico.
Texas.
New Mexico?
Yeah. Who vetoes bills?
The vice president?
The president.
Yeah, the president. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Atlantic.
Go ahead.
What did the Emancipation of Proclamation?
It freed the slaves.
Yeah. Thank you, Monica.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it freed the slaves.
Good job.
If both the president and vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? Monica?
I'm going to say the secretary of the state, the House. Secretary, Speaker of the House.
Speaker
yeah,
of the
you know
House.
all that.
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House.
During the Cold War, what was the main concern in the United States?
Go ahead.
I don't know that one.
Nuclear
I'll pass
war.
it to you.
What?
Nuclear war.
No, communism.
Well, it was
And-
nuclear war with Russia.
But now communism is a good thing here.
Well, that's because Brezhnev told us that they were going to take over.
Audience, I hope you guys are enjoying and keeping tabs.
What is one right of freedom from the First Amendment?
The freedom of speech.
Yep. Religion, assembly, press, petition. So I just went through 20 questions. There's 100 questions, and they're all like that.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere because I know I got 60%.
So you got to get 60% right. I mean, that's
Which
not.
that means out of 20, you only have to get 12.
Yep, exactly. All right, KWMW Malchamora, 105.1 FM, 93.5 KWES, Ruidoso, and you can find us at KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. SNAP benefits, they could be going away November 1st. CBS Weekend News talked about that. Here's what they had to say over the weekend.
The Trump administration says it will not use emergency funds to pay for federal food benefits with a fast approaching deadline. CBS's Christina Fan is in New York with details on that. Christina.
Well, Jericho, 1 in 8 Americans rely on SNAP benefits, and tonight there is mounting worry for them. They might not be able to afford food with money running out 1 week from today.
So 1 week from today, that would actually be coming up in just a couple days. And the Massachusetts governor says it's all Trump's fault.
Democratic Governor Maura Healey holds President Trump responsible.
Leadership is a choice. And sadly, President Trump has chosen to take away food from people all around this country.
Aboard Air Force One, President Trump told reporters he's not to blame.
Well, I'm going to let some other people talk. I'll have a comment on that later, but the Democrats are stopping it.
The sudden loss in federal food aid will ripple beyond homes into stores and businesses. Every dollar in SNAP benefits generates $1.54 in economic activity.
I just don't know how a dollar turns into $1.54. I'm a little confused about that.
Well, it can.
What is this?
But-
Some
but
Common
it's-
Core?
No, it's talking about circulation in your community. So if you spend $1 in your community,
right.
how long does it circulate in your community? That's like it to $1.54, which is a lot less than your actual grocery dollar.
Yeah.
If you spend $1 cash money at the grocery store, it has like a $5 return.
Yeah. All right, when we return, we'll talk about the communists are coming and Wesley Hunt running for Senate in Texas. He's actually doing really well. And we'll break down what ethnicity is on the highest percent of food stamps, SNAP. So when we look at all the ethnicities, Monica, what group do you think has the highest percentage?
I'm going to say in Black people.
You gotta break it down further than that because it didn't divide.
Yeah.
you tell her how it kind of divided.
Well, it goes Afghanistan, Somali, Iraqi.
Oh, like nationality.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, sort of.
Ethnic,
It's a really weird breakdown.
So,
Okay.
and so
Mexican.
No, Mexicans actually one of the. It's not the lowest, but
Here in America?
yeah, here in America. So I'll dive into that coming up in a second. And if I told you that almost half of the people coming from another country were on food stamps and they're not citizen born, and I'm just like, dang. So when we look at Afghanistan and Somali, Iraqi, all those folks, I'll dive into that coming up in just a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Fusion Medical Spa. Fusion Medical Spa. Find them in Ruidoso. They're in the river crossing. Specials going on this month at Fusion Medical Spa. $200 off the spider vein treatments, 20% off the vampire and facelifts and facials, 20% off chemical peels and the photo facials, and $300 off micro needling in 2 different areas. Get in touch with them in the river crossing in Ruidoso and talk to them about stem cell. Call Dr. Rapp this morning, 575-257-4772. That's 575-257-4SPA. Check them out today. We're going to take a break in just a second. Monica and the text. We're late. It's 7:13.
Charlie Kirk's shooter did not confess. His dad's close friend was an FBI agent that had been retired, went to his father, told his father that he was the shooter. That's how he ended up with dad turning him in.
Former sheriff's deputy, wasn't he?
Randy Pettigrew says $1 spent throughout multiple purchasing streams creates up to 54 cents in tax revenue. It's called tax pyramiding.
Say, there it is.
John from Eunice says, guys, it irks me to no end that our so-called media will go into hysterics over the end of SNAP, but has no problem with the military and first responders not getting paid.
Amen.
They just keep showing how deep in the pockets they are for the socialist left. That's right. Patricia from West Odessa said, Kevin, I failed your test. Kevin, I've listened to you for years, and it's crazy that you go along with the made-up story of Charlie Kirk's assassination and don't question.
Okay, I'm not going to believe the FBI. I'm not going to believe the CIA. You don't think they have ballistic people?
That's what they went on to say. Ballistics have not been matched. And
Well,
Robinson
they're going to
did
come
not
back
confess.
and say, well, you didn't believe them in Kennedy.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe.
I mean,
kids these days don't know any of those questions because they're not taught that in school anymore. That is correct. And who was up for the 18-inning World Series last night? I stayed up until about the 13th inning, I guess you could say. I was dozing off. But I ask a lot of questions, and PA gets a little, like, I don't want to say frustrated, but yeah, he kind of gets frustrated because I didn't understand. So the bases were loaded, and this guy hits the ball, and what?
This guy hits the ball.
The player hits the ball. I don't know. It was one of the Dodgers. He hits the ball, and they catch it.
he's out.
No. They threw it to first base, and then the guy that was running home, he didn't get to score.
Right.
And so I was like, but hold on, because in a normal, it would have.
That was
it was the third out.
Yeah,
correct.
third out.
So that's a rule that I didn't know.
Whenever you get the third out, everybody else on base could have scored,
Yes.
and they wouldn't count.
They wouldn't have counted,
Yeah.
right? Because it was the third out.
Yeah,
Had it
'cause
been
you're
a
out. Your
second
team
or
is
first
done.
out,
Yes.
Yeah.
He
yes,
would've
they would have scored.
Yes.
See, and I learned that. And then the whole pitching thing, like I think they had got to like the very last pitcher, and I'm like, so
Yeah, 18
what's gonna
innings.
happen? Yes, what's going to happen when there's no more pitchers?
The first baseman.
That's
Yeah, I mean, you always have people that pitch maybe in college or in high school.
Right.
So, all right.
That's incredible.
One more question, saving grace before we break. One more question, Monica, for the save. This will give you over your 60% you need. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
What territory did
Did the United States buy from France in 1803? Saving grace right here.
we bought? This land,
I wouldn't be here.
the United States.
The Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana Purchase. See, I was going to say
yeah,
that right
yeah.
after you, right after you said I wouldn't be here.
So
here they come. I see the
Listen.
van pulling up now.
I saw a white truck with green. All right, we're going to dive into all of that coming up when we come back. We got a lot of things to talk about. Hurricane Melissa assaulting Jamaica. We'll talk about that this morning. I saw the Jamaicans were out there, by the water dancing and stuff, and I was like, ICE makes some big changes. Part of the reason is some of the people don't want to go along with the plan. So they have been moved out of ICE and been reassigned. And James Comer talked about the auto pen. Who's in charge of the auto pen? They kind of know who it is. And could it be Hunter Biden?
Mm-hmm. If only somebody here said that once.
So we'll get to that in just a second. News this morning being brought to you by Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Find them today. They've got everything you need if you live on a farm or ranch, and even if you don't live on a farm or ranch. Need Western wear? They've got you covered with that. Work gear. Certified Purina dealer for feed for all of your animals, plus trailers, tank, tag, fencing materials, hardware store inside their store. 1105 East 2nd in Roswell. You can also find them at roswelllivestock.com and in Capitan at the Lincoln County Mercantile. We're taking a break. We're coming right back. We're beyond the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. On Saturday, Cheryl Ann Baxley, 71 of Hobbs, was pronounced deceased at the scene of a single vehicle crash near the intersection of County Road 251 and County Road 210 in Gaines County, Texas. Investigators stated Baxley was traveling eastbound on County Road 210 and disregarded the stop sign at the intersection of County Road 210 and County Road 251. The vehicle struck a dirt berm and went airborne, then rolled over several times and caught fire. Baxley was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced deceased at the scene. Texas Independent Producers and Royalty Owners Association said tax contributions by Texas's oil and gas industry remained high in September despite shifting industry and market conditions. Texas energy producers paid $444 million in oil production taxes and $224 million in natural gas production taxes for the month. Oil production in Texas increased in July to 5.8 million barrels per day, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and natural gas output in the state in July grew by 1.4% to reach an all-time high of 37.35 billion cubic feet per day. U.S. production in July increased to 13.64 million barrels of oil per day and 121.62 billion cubic feet per day of natural gas. And Eddy County Fire and Rescue Chief Joshua Mack has been named Fire Chief of the Year by the New Mexico Fire and EMS Expo. Mack received the award during the annual event held in Socorro on October 11th. The award recognizes Mack's exemplary leadership, dedication to fire safety and emergency medical services, and his significant contributions to improving the preparedness and response capabilities of Eddy County Fire and Rescue. Under his guidance, the department has implemented initiatives focused on training, community outreach, and interagency cooperation. Eddy County Manager Mike Gallagher commended Chief Mack's leadership, noting its lasting impact on the department and the community. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Big changes are happening at the Lee County Event Center. They're undergoing a major renovation to bring you a better, more modern venue, inside and out. While the arena is temporarily closed during construction, they're still open for business. The banquet halls remain available and ready to host your next event. From safety meetings and corporate training to baby showers, birthday parties, and wedding receptions, the Lee County Event Center can accommodate you. Need space, service, and support? They have you covered with flexible rooms, affordable rates, and a professional team that cares. Conveniently located in Hobbs, New Mexico on the Lovington Highway, let them help you plan your perfect event during this exciting time of transformation. Call 575-391-2901 to book today. The Lee County Event Center. The arena is closed, but the banquet halls are open. Your experience is their priority, even during renovation.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
It's Jonathan Senna, your candidate for mayor of Hobbs. Our city powers America. Our oil and gas workers fuel our economy, schools, and way of life. As a city and county commissioner, I cut red tape and improved our roads. But none of this works without safety. It's time to crack down on crime. Zero tolerance for repeat offenders and safer neighborhoods for families. We'll stay business-friendly, family-centered, and keep freedom alive. I'm Jonathan Senna. Let's improve our city together.
Paid for by the committee to elect Jonathan B. Senna.
Calling all clay shooters. Join the 4th annual Freedom Isn't Free Sporting Clay Shoot, including a cornhole tournament at Creekside Clays in Artesia, New Mexico, November 1st. Come support conservative Republican Harlan Vincent, who will continue to fight for your freedoms. Thank you to the main event sponsors, Prestige Equipment Rentals and Power Systems, and Southwest Contracting. Early registration and sponsorships are still available at harlanvincent4nm.com. For more information, call Rhonda at 575-937-1475. That's 575-937-1475.
There's nothing more magical than 80,000 cubic feet of hot air flying overhead. Join us in Artesia, New Mexico for the 42nd annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 7th through the 9th. Friday kicks off with fun flights from local schools. Then Saturday and Sunday mornings, watch the skies fill with color as hot air balloons launch at dawn from Eagle Draw Park. Stick around for inflatable costume races, bounce houses, and even remote control balloons. Food and coffee trucks will keep you fueled for the fun. Saturday night, 5th and Texas comes alive at the Artesia Arts Council's Balloons, Bands, and Brews. With food trucks, local New Mexico brews, live music, and the Artesia High School Marching Band performing alongside balloon pilots in a fiery concert you won't forget. Admission is free, with only $10 entry into the beer garden. Plan your weekend getaway to Artesia, November 7th through the 9th for the Balloons and Tunes Festival. For more information, give us a call at 575-746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Be in the Breakfast Club being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. Back to Be in the Breakfast Club.
When I'm driving, I got a guy on the radio who talks to me. I can't see him, but he talks to me.
The personalities bring it home to me, and I just love it.
Holmes' prison release date has been set as May 8, 2028. Man, even his release date is a rhyme. CBS Evening News anchor John Dickerson is leaving. If you just asked who, that's probably the reason why. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly reconciled. I'm no psychic, but I know what story's coming in a month. And experts say nightlights could increase your risk of heart attack. Read more about it in the latest issue of Everything Kills You magazine. This is not headline news.
725 morning show this morning being brought to you by A Custom Construction and Roofing and insurance specialists, licensed, bonded, and insured themselves, and they work with the insurance companies. 30 plus years working with insurance companies. If you still have hail damage and still have not completed, your claim, look, call Dwayne Pennick today. He works with the insurance companies. They'll get it done, and they'll give you a free estimate. So 575-318-9725. They can take care of roofs and any construction projects that you might be thinking of. Maybe addition to the house, that type of stuff. They can do all that type of stuff. 575-318-9725. Warning you about the unlicensed out-of-town contractors. When they're gone, the warranty is bye. Completely gone. It's gone. All right, 726, Monica and the text. We'll get to that. New survey suggesting ChatGPT may give you a more accurate answer if you are rude and ask the question with a rough demeanor. I'm not recommending that. I've seen Terminator, and that's why I always say please and thank you. Another way, ChatGPT is very unique because, trust me, this method will not work if you ask for help at the library. You have to say please there, too. And New Jersey officer has been charged with misconduct after allegedly failing to promptly investigate a shooting. Instead, went shopping first. Went to an ATM, got some money, went to a pizzeria. and then went to the shooting. Well, I mean, you don't want to go to a shooting on an empty stomach, do you?
Mm-mm.
I mean, serious.
Mm-mm.
Everybody loves Detective Tony. He's the guy that always shows up at the crime scenes with garlic knots. Thank you. Looks like CBS News. They just said that Eric Dickerson announced he's retiring after 16 years. And everybody said, Eric who? NFL trading deadline is today. Well, let me rephrase that. Is 1 week from today. So Cowboys are probably going to be trading somebody for something. I would think. And HBO has set the release date November 14th for 1-to-1 John and Yoko. It is going to debut on HBO, 1-to-1 John and Yoko. The love story that nobody wants to hear about. Nobody wants to hear about that.
Nobody wants to hear her.
No, that's for sure. All right, food stamps, SNAP. I was just telling Monica this story. I posted this up yesterday. It's got 70,000 views on my Facebook page, which I only got like 2,000 people on my Facebook, but it's got a buttload of shares. And when they break down food stamps by ethnicity, you know, we got people that come into this country from other countries. And this is why we need to be careful who we let in and we don't let in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the jobs that were here yesteryear are not here anymore.
Right.
You know, we've got robots working in the fields. But when we look at like Afghanistan and Afghan people coming into the country, 45.6% of Afghans are on food stamps. Somali, 42.4% of Somalis on food stamps.
You know, Mar.
Iraqi people, 34.8% on food stamps. Evidently, the Quran says nothing about laziness. Dominican, 34.6%. Caribbean, 28.2%. Puerto Rican, 27.2%. Cubans, 25.2%. Black folks, 24.9%. Arab, 24.1%. Cambodian, 23.3%. Mexican, 17.9%. Guatemalan, 16.9%.
That's wild.
And I mean, I'm just going to Palestinian, 15.9%. I'm not giving them all out. Israeli, 11.1%. Filipino, 9.8%. Chinese, 9.6%. White folks, 8.6%. Indian people that come to this country, they can't drive worth a crap, but they're not on SNAP.
Mm-mm.
They can't drive. I'll say it again. They can't drive worth a crap in light of some of the disasters that we've had with them driving big rigs.
Mm-hmm.
But they're at the bottom of the list, 4.4%. But when we look at people that come to this country and half of them are on SNAP, we wonder why we're broke, because we're bringing the wrong people.
Yeah.
We need to bring people that want to work, not people that want to suck the system. So if you want to see the complete list, it is up on my Facebook page, and I did put it up on it's up there on TikTok also. So if you want to check that out. You can go check that out. ICE leadership shakeup exposes a growing number of people that work for ICE but don't want to do the deportation. Hey, that's what you signed up for. That's what you signed up. So they are going to be taken out of the field and put into another job. So they announced that yesterday. And I get it. You're being doxxed. You got people want to fight you at every turn, but that's what you signed up for.
That's true.
So Kristi Noem is saying, no, we're going to move people out. Tom Homan's like, you need to be a fighter like me. That guy's like a bear. He ain't putting up with nothing. You spit on him, he's probably going to spit on you.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be one of those deep spits, too.
A hawk to a spit.
Yeah, exactly. Hurricane Melissa assaulting Jamaica. It is underway, and this is a Category 5 hurricane, meaning that winds could get up to 175 miles an hour.
Uh-oh.
Jamaica. And I don't know if you've ever seen some of the structures in Jamaica. They're not built to last. It's going to be a sad day in Jamaica. And James Comer talking about Biden's auto pen, saying some of the actions that happen with that auto pen are going to be void because the president did not sign. They are believing more and more that other people were using the auto pen to sign things. And in one part of the story, it talks about Hunter Biden being in the room. But there's a 100-page report that was released, will be released this morning, talking about the auto pen and the inside the Biden White House. Biden would sleep till like past 10 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then by 3 in the afternoon, he's done.
Mm-hmm.
You can say what you want about Donald Trump. That guy is a worker. He is a worker. All right, Blake, did you see the story about some of the books that they're fighting to keep in our schools?
I did.
So some Democrat state lawmakers are looking to once again introduce legislation that would protect books from being banned in public libraries and schools. But legislators on the other side of the aisle are concerned about putting the sexual books in the hands of students.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you see the name Senator Sedillo, what's her name?
Sedillo Lopez.
Sedillo Lopez. Whenever you see that name, you can count on one thing. It is going to be a far leftist extremist view.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Representative Kathleen Gates, another Democrat from Bernalillo and Sandoval counties.
Mm.
So they don't want books to be banned from. Look, nobody's banning books.
Right.
If somebody wants their kid to read that book, they can go get it from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
They can go get it from Amazon. But those type of books dealing with sexual natures, a sexual nature should not be in public libraries or in schools. So we're going to put porn. We're going to teach kids how to have sex.
Well, it can't be straight. It's only other ways.
So hopefully this bill fails. You guys are sick.
Well, and look at how that story was reported. Look at the headline on that story.
Yeah. So you got 3 New Mexican legislators preparing a bill to protect books from being banned.
And what does that say immediately?
So are you protecting books or are you protecting kids?
There you go.
Just saying.
I would like to think that you should protect kids.
I mean,
not books.
Every normal person understands about book bans. And in this country, we don't ban books. We just don't make them available to certain age groups.
And like I said, at any point in time, if you want your child to read that book because
you're the parent.
You're the parent, you can go get that book and let them read it.
Yeah.
Because they're not truly banned.
So they're not banned. There are no book bannings going on.
But if it's not age appropriate, it doesn't belong in school.
So we want to teach kids about threesomes in elementary school?
Or whatever. I mean, does it belong there?
No.
Right.
No. Now, what you do, you personally do, that's your business.
Yep.
But we shouldn't be tainting children.
Yeah, it's not age appropriate.
Leave the kids alone.
Yes.
And these are the people that are making our laws.
Mm-hmm.
Senator Lopez is like the AOC of New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Rubio.
Unbelievable. New Mexico Children, Youth, and Families Department worker is facing aggravated battery charge after New Mexico State Police says she choked a teenager, according to the criminal complaint. DJ Robinson got into an argument with a 16-year-old girl on Tuesday at the facility. on Indian School Road in Albuquerque. At one point, police say Robinson grabbed the girl by the neck and punched her before security stepped in. Robinson was arrested and since been released. Robinson has worked at CYFD for 7 months, is now on leave, and could face more disciplinary actions. Now, she is continuing to get paid, though, while on leave. See, in the private sector, we don't do that. If you get sent home, you ain't getting paid. If you're being disciplined, you're not getting paid. Anyway, 16-year-old got medical attention. She is going to be okay. Man on probation steals 3 cars in less than 24 hours. 3 cars, 24 hours. Did I mention he's on probation?
Yeah.
Yes. He's accused of stealing 3 cars from 2 dealerships within 30 minutes of being released from custody. Stole the first vehicle, a Dodge Charger, worth about $18,900. Went down the road, stole another car. He evidently likes the Charger, stole another Charger. Then decided he needed the SUV, so he got the RAV4, 2020 RAV4. Congratulations. You just got out. I mean, evidently he liked it inside and wanted to go back. That's the only thing I can think of. And House Democrats suffering from early stages of dementia, targeted by scammers. So this woman is a member of Congress. This is why we need congressional term limits. And when somebody is suffering from dementia, we should have an exit strategy. The Mitch McConnells of the world, Mitch can, sad story, barely walk. That's why you retire early. Latest argument on the congressional term limits. Eleanor Holmes Norton scammed out of $4,000. She's 88 years old, and she's from Washington, D.C., who is a non-voting delegate, but still in all, she's got dementia. She's got early on dementia, and if somebody is taking advantage of you, and that's sad that we got parasites in this world that would do that, but wow, everybody that works in our office knows that she's got dementia. It's sad. It's sad, but at 88, shouldn't you be, I don't know, doing something that you might enjoy?
Yeah.
And you haven't heard about this group in a while. I haven't talked about them. The 764 cult terrorist network. Wasn't the Charlie Kirk shooter part of that 764 cult? And the shooter before them, where was that? Nashville? Also part of the 764 cult? Federal prosecutor said Monday they charged a 19-year-old California man linked to the extremist 764 cult with a string of crimes, including child sexual exploitation, animal abuse, and online threats. They indicted Tony Christopher Long on 6 counts. 764 movement is a far-left movement for transsexuals that has been involved in several of the latest murders, including the assassination of Charlie Kirk. So looks like Pam Bondi is saying they are doing their best to dismantle the network behind the 764. And why the name 764? That's the last 3 digits of the founder's zip code, if I remember that story right. Antifa. Who is Antifa?
George Soros.
There is a lady that is, she's gone. She is a journalist. She has gone into Antifa. She has gone behind the lines of Antifa. She was on Jesse Waters the other night, and she says they plan way in advance. They teach them They teach them martial arts, but they also know that the moment they're arrested, that there's a way to get them out. Now that they're a terrorist organization, I don't know if that where that. This lady was on Jesse Waters Monday night. Here's what she said.
Get arrested. And it's interesting with far left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out, and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time, and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone's paying for their legal representation. What is the core mission of Antifa? Is it anarchy? Are they anarchists?
Yeah, Antifa are anarchists. Their primary goal is the violent overthrow of the federal government. I cannot emphasize this enough. You know, we've been hearing a lot of talk about civil war over the last couple of years between Democrats and Republicans, red versus blue. I firmly believe that the real civil war we have coming is the radical revolutionary socialists and communists in Antifa versus the federal government. That is their goal. That is their only goal. And people need to start taking this problem very, very seriously.
By the way, a lot of people want to know, how can these people continuously protest? Because that is their job.
Yeah.
They're being paid to do that. And that's why when I hear there are socialists running for political office, that I say, this is terrible. But the socialists are coming in America.
These democratic socialists, they are coming for your city, and let me tell you why. So you know Zohran Mamdani, we've been talking about him. He's New York. He's a Democratic Socialist Party. He wants city-run grocery stores, free, and he says fast buses. We'll see about that. Free lawyers for illegal immigrants, and there's more where that came from. But he's not the only one. Across the country, there are more. Two more examples. In Minneapolis, Omar Fateh is running. He wants to fund non-police programs, keep homeless encampments, and stabilize rent. You hear that a lot from the socialists, and you can understand why. Rents are high. This one's interesting. In Seattle, Katie Wilson is running for Seattle mayor. She wants a bond for affordable housing. She wants to install city-owned solar panels and fund alternative crisis responses.
The socialists are coming. And when you go to the polls this coming next couple weeks, vote wisely. Mm-hmm. Even at the school board level, as socialists in the school board level, that's the way they begin.
Mm-hmm. And they move up from there.
And then they move up. So anybody that's a Democratic Socialist, the Nazis were members of the Democratic Socialists. Mandawi is a Democratic Socialist. Mm-hmm. And then they just named the other socialists out there. Another one in New Orleans, the outgoing Cantrell, is a socialist. She's actually worse than a socialist. She's a communist. And she drove New Orleans to the breaking point. There's $66 million in arrears. Mm-hmm. They're bleeding red. Mm-hmm. They don't know if they'll make payroll. Mm-hmm. But what does she care? She's out of office.
The mayor of L.A. and the mayor of Boston.
And then I hear people in New Orleans crying because that the new mayor is not black. And so when you vote identity politics, you get exactly what you deserve. Mm-hmm. You get exactly what you deserve. $66 million in the hole. Because you're only voting for color of skin? Mm. You're not voting for who will be good for the city? Because this woman definitely wasn't good. That's for sure. State and local governments in debt. $6.1 trillion in debt at the end of 2023. So state and local governments in debt, their debt toppled $6.1 trillion at the end of 2023. Boots in the Park concert includes Jelly Roll. Will be at the Boots in the Park big event in Albuquerque. Luke Combs, Cody Johnson, 2-day event. You can always go online and check that out if you're looking for tickets. Over 101 different whiskeys and 101 different tequilas for you to try. Amazon cutting corporate jobs, about 30,000 corporate jobs. They're done. 30,000 jobs eliminated by Amazon. Amazon's making money, too.
Mm-hmm.
So why are they cutting jobs? They discovered
it cuts into their profit.
Yeah, they don't need those people.
No, they automate.
Yeah, they don't need those people. I mean, look at Amazon. They are making other hires. They're hiring 150,000 people to deliver.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't need the corporate dead weight. Flight attendant, costly error led to a flight being grounded by Delta. This is bad. She mistakenly deployed the slide while they were on the ground. So they were getting ready to depart, and she hit the slide. She pressed the wrong button. So when that happens, it's not an easy fix.
No.
It's not an easy fix. So they had to deplane and then put everybody on a different plane, and it's just a pain in the butt.
The big question is, did they get to use the slide to
I would have
deplane?
used the slide.
Right.
I'm like, I'm going to be late. I'm going down the slide. Sure. I am going down the slide. You know, every time somebody goes down the slide, that's like a $30,000 deal because they're getting paid. If they ever deployed the slide and you have to go down the slide, you're making bank. You're going to make a lot of money.
Sure.
All right, 748. We'll check the text coming up. Taking out trash on the way. Things that happen on this date in history. Shingles vaccine. Blake, did you get the shingles vaccine?
Nope.
I did. I took it that's like a 10-year vaccination. I took it a long time ago. But they're saying there's one thing that will, if you got the shingles vaccination and you're over 50, it lowers your chance of cardiovascular dementia. Well, vascular dementia.
Right. That's
vascular dementia. Yeah. So it reduces your chance. And I mean, look, they only studied about 174,000 people, but they say it lowers your chance of 25% lowers your chance of getting a heart attack or stroke, 27% lower risk of blood clots, and 21% lower risk of death.
Well, if
from the shingles, and that's actually a vaccination.
If all of those people had vascular dementia, that's actually a huge study because that's one of the more rare ones.
Yeah. So, but the other stuff that they said about heart attacks and lowering your chance, I mean, if you can lower your chance of having a heart attack by 0.25%, I mean, by 25%, that's huge. That's huge. You know, the older I get, I start thinking about stuff like that. Like,
I had chicken pox as an adult, so I figured those antibodies are still there.
Yeah. George Atkins, one of the greats from the Raiders, passed away yesterday. He was 78 years old, Super Bowl champion, part of the Soul Patrol for the Raiders back in the day. And Turning Point USA chapter denied at Loyola University in New Orleans. Look, this is not a surprise. Loyola is a private-run Catholic university, and it is very woke and has been for a long, long, long time. My sister-in-law went to Loyola and got a law degree, and she was a full-ride scholarship. She was a DEI scholarship person because they needed a Hispanic person, and she was from California. There, at that time, not a whole bunch of Hispanics living in New Orleans, and so she was from California, applied, and got the scholarship based on, and now she's a lawyer. But that doesn't surprise me. Loyola University, even Tulane, very, 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 very liberal, extremely liberal. So, and they are a private university, and they can do whatever the hell they want as long as they're not receiving state money. That doesn't matter. And a convicted murderer facing a separate trial for escaping Bernalillo County Juvenile Jail. So the man who attempted to kill 2 women in 2021 when he was 15 years old escaped from the Bernalillo juvenile correctional facility before sentencing in 2024. Joseph Tony, 20 years old now, appeared in court after another trial, and he escaped from the jail. Tony broke out of the juvenile jail, manipulated the center's patio. He was 19 years old at the time. So this leads to a bigger question. Why do we have 19-year-olds in juvenile facilities?
True.
When they turn 18, they ought to be. Do you know we got 21-year-olds in juvenile facilities?
That's stupid.
Would you allow, like, a kindergartner to hang out with high school students?
No.
So if you got somebody that's a adult already, pop them up to the adult prison.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, he faces up to 45 years for the murders that he committed. And he's not even 21 years of age yet. What a waste
of life.
You could have been somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been somebody. All right, still to come. We're going to get to things that happen on this date in history coming up in just a second. Morning show this morning being brought to you by Fens and Artesia. Fens has super savings going on right now, like whole fryers, 99 cents a pound. Boneless New York strip steak, $7.99 a pound. Get the beef round roast, the bottom round roast for $5.99 a pound. Baby back ribs for $2.97 a pound. Pumpkins are $3.99. Russet potatoes, $1.99. Yellow onions, 3-pound bag for just 3-pound bags for 99 cents. By the way, the russet potatoes, 5-pound bag for $1.99. And you can save big time on Red Diamond iced tea. 2 for $6. That's 2 gallons for $6. And if you like refreshments, they've got Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and more. Get the 12-pack for $5.99 in the coldest beer in town at Fens and Artesia. Monica in the text.
I got the shingles shot back in 2018 or 2019. That shot really hurt, said Patricia from West Odessa. And what was the name of that occult you mentioned, Kevin?
What is it? The 764 cult?
Mm-hmm. Spider says Amazon is firing people thanks to AI and robots. Soon, all of those drivers will be gone, too.
Well, you know, the biggest threat to Amazon, I told you guys this yesterday. I read a story about this. TikTok Shop is the biggest threat to Amazon.
Yeah.
So how many times you're on TikTok and somebody's, you get paid to do those ads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
No, there's a lot of them.
And what if they had been in the air and she deployed the slide? OMG, said In-Law Outlaw. And Chip says, happy birthday to my awesome dad, Jesus Rodriguez, the best salesman in the field. Have a great day.
Happy
birthday, Jesus. I hate you all equally, says parents. If your kids play Roblox, those 764 guys are on there.
Yes, exactly.
Skinny Randy said, as conservatives, we should tell the liberals that Trump says breathing is good for your health. Let's see how many liberals would protest that. Steeler64 said the leftist party is trying to say the book banning is like Nazi Germany when they had book burning in World War II.
But nobody's burning books.
The minds of our children. In New York, Dems brought a bill to ban AI child porn, and fellow Democrats shut it down. Wow. Jeffro says Indians don't need benefits. They own the motels and the 7-Elevens.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Come again.
Get some curry, please.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wes Green says we have turned into the land of the free and lazy. Yeah, you ain't never told a lie, Wes. Yes, the FBI is lying to us. Biggest disappointment ever. I had such respect for Kash Patel. I don't know why they are covering the truth up, but all we know is that they are. I don't agree with that.
So you can't make a 100, 200-yard shot with a 30-06?
Sure you can.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's a lot of people that use 30-06 when they go hunting.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. I tried looking that up, and I can't find no information on the 764 occult. A cult or just cult?
Oh, a cult is
okay.
Not what you're looking for.
Okay.
That's the whole realm of all of spiritual.
Good morning, everyone, especially you, Monica. Well, good morning to you. So have you heard that Candace Owens is blaming Trump for Charlie's assassination?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't Candace Owens, I liked her for a hot minute.
She went off the rails.
And I can't stomach her, so I don't put myself through that. Who was up for the 18 winning? Oh, I already read that one. You shouldn't believe the government, B. That's the problem. The government has been lying for decades.
Yeah, well, I believe that to a certain degree, but why would Kash Patel lie about this? What benefits him?
Well, I mean, why would any government official lie?
Nah.
Rocket says, get to work, Jeffra. Artesia Breakfast Club fan said, right, Monica? Who cares when Obama was a senator? He has been sneaky. And Monica, I think you should read these Bible verses for the verse of the day. It fits everything going on just perfect, and it maybe could open up some people's eyes and minds as to what's going on in the world today. I will take a look at those, Smokey. Sanch's wife said, good morning, everyone. I just want to give a big shout out to my hubby, Big Daddy Sanch. You know, with all these crazy accidents happening, I just pray that you get to work and back home safe.
Amen.
Let those idiot a-holes pass you. Your family's waiting for you. Thank you for everything you do for us, and may our Heavenly Father watch over you on the road today and every day. Bye, guys.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of stuff on the 764 call.
764
Just look up.
Yeah, I mean, it's all over the place.
369. Damn, you're fine. Suck it to me one more time. Get
Yeah, I mean, it even has the yeah.
That 764. Damn, yo po. No, I just wanted to.
She's a rapper, damn
I'm
it.
a rapper, dang it. 369. Damn, you're fine. Suck it to me one more
So
time.
I was just looking. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff about their leader and other stuff. Global Network of Extremists in Technology. They've got them as an extremist group. Maniac Murder Cult.
Mm-hmm.
That's the MKY.
Mm-hmm.
MKY. You know what MKY? Murder. Yeah. So 764 Cult. If you type that in, it's there. All right. I got to do Taking Out Trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters, trash-eaters.com, 575-408-1719. That's Kayleen's number. Call her today. Need a big roll-off container? They've got you covered there. If you're looking for somebody to do an awesome job hauling away your trash, they do residential trash pickup, 96-gallon polycart. They also have the commercial containers. Yeah, they do the 2- and 4-yard metal dumpsters and, of course, the roll-off containers. Kayleen's number, 575-408-1719. Veteran-owned and operated, trash-eaters.com. Little Jasmine Crockett. Oh, Jasmine, tell me it is not so. Jasmine hid stock holdings in pharmaceutical companies.
What?
Fossil fuel, marijuana companies, and more. Jasmine reportedly had a secret stock portfolio tied to marijuana businesses. According to a recent article that just came out, Crockett had 25 companies that she invested in, including oil and gas companies, pharmaceutical companies. Why is it so important that you report all the investments that you make? Well, maybe so we can see who's on the take and who's not on the take. So they discovered the portfolio. The way she slipped up is her first run for government. She listed all these companies in her portfolio and never reported them ever again. So some people thought maybe she had just sold them all. But the answer is nope. Nope. Jasmine Crockett. Man, Jasmine. So you're stupid and a liar? Is that what you're saying? Congratulations. We're taking out the trash. We're putting you right there on top of the dumpster. I'm going to do the hook shot. Tell me if it goes. Oh, and he scores. Jasmine Crockett right in the can. Thank you, Jasmine. God bless you. KWMW Mount Jamara 105.1 FM. KWES 93.5 Ruidoso. KDAZ AM 700 FM 96.9 in Albuquerque. I got to get to things that happened on this date in history, being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms. Yeah, they've got the indoor firing range, 236 East Navajo and Hobbs, veteran-owned and operated by the Pennick family. State-of-the-art indoor shooting range, plus the Milo FBI training simulator. Maybe you own a gun, but you don't practice. And as the world continues to get a little crazier each and every day, you're going, maybe I need to hone in the skills. Hey, you can use the same training that the professionals use. I'm talking about law enforcement, FBI. They use the Milo training simulator. Local entities use the Milo FBI training simulator, and now you can. Has more than 1,000 different scenarios. You could pay by the month. You could pay by the hour, whatever way you want to go. And they also have, besides the Milo FBI training simulator, they also have the shooting range. Go in there and chat with them. Looking for a gun? They've got you covered. Thousands of different scenarios on the Milo FBI training simulator and the largest selection of guns. They've got ammo. They've got optics, suppressors. They've got tactical gear, safes, and so much more. And they do offer financing. Talk to them about that. 2atacticalrange.com or find them at 236 East Navajo in Hobbs. Things that happen on this date in history being brought to you by 2A Tactical Firearms Indoor Firing Range.
In 1682, the founder of Pennsylvania, William Penn, arrived at the place that would be named after him. Just think if Rob Trans had been there. We could have had our own Transylvania. 1911, American newspaper man Joseph Pulitzer died in Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, what's the big deal? What does he want? An award named after him? And on this day in 1917, the thermometer dropped to 33 degrees below zero in Soda Butte, Wyoming. That's the U.S. lowest October temperature on record. And in 1923, the Republic of Turkey was established, just in time for Thanksgiving. And in 1956, Elvis Presley made his second appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show. It was the last time they used a distance shot on Elvis on TV because of his moves. After that, he was only shown from the waist up. Today's birthdays. Matt Smith is 43. Most recently, Daemon Targaryen on the House of Dragons. Before that, he was the 11th Doctor on Doctor Who and Prince Philip in the first 2 seasons of The Crown. Actress Gwendolyn Christie, also from Game of Thrones and Star Wars and Wednesday, turns 47 today. Yes, that was Brianna Tarth. Joaquin Phoenix turns 51 today. And singer Brad Paisley turns 53.
Well, I'm gonna miss her.
He wrote his first song at the age of 13. It was called Born on Christmas Day, and he put that on his holiday album. Julia Roberts celebrates number 58 today. Jamie Gertz, another actress, is 60. Might remember her from 16 Candles, Lost Boys, Less Than Zero, Square Pegs, etc. Bill Gates celebrates a birthday today. As of now, he is Bill Gates 70.0. Still wanting to reduce all the other people's ages to 0. Caitlyn Jenner turned 76 today. Hard to believe she was ever on the Wheaties box. It was like a different life. People no longer with us. Charlie Daniels left us in 2020. Genius on the fiddle.
I'm going to show you how it's done. Found him out and run, boys, run.
And Kevin, those are the things that happened on this day in history.
And we're going to take a break. We're coming right back. We are B and the Breakfast Club, keeping you updated with everything going on. Before we take our break, though, it's already 8:06. We have to do the national anthem and the pledge, being brought to you by Rebecca Long. Started her business at the age of 19. And 40-plus years later, still helping people. Give her a call. She can bundle all your insurance together to save you a lot of money and a lot of time. 575-393-2661. Rebecca Long, serving the entire state of New Mexico. 575-393-2661. Call her today. Proud sponsor of the national anthem and the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular above bird singing out, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the
Large prayer this morning being brought to you by our friends at Jude Oil, reminding you God is in complete control.
Today's verse of the day is 2 Corinthians 4:18. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
Hi, my name is Jose Luevno. I work for Jude Oil. Would you please join us in saying the Lord's Prayer? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Keeping you updated with all the weather. It's already 8:10. Weather this morning being brought to you by North Star Laundry, one-stop shop for all of your laundry. Drop off all the laundry, pick them up a couple days later. They can do dry cleaning, pressing, even wash, dry, and fold your clothes, and starching. Walk in, drop them off, pick them up a couple days later, and you are good to go. One-stop shop for all of your laundry. Now, if you want to wash, dry, and fold your own clothes, not a problem. They have coin-operated machines at all three locations. North Star Laundry, find them in Carlsbad, 609 West Lee, 604 West Church, and in Loving at 406 West Cedar. Weather for the day, a little windy, 40-mile-an-hour winds for southeast New Mexico, and 68 for the high today. Ruidoso, 60 and sunny throughout the day. And in Albuquerque, you've got a freeze watch tonight, but high temperatures today, sunny and about 70. Let's get you updated with all the news being brought to you by Luke Ragsdale. Ragsdale Law Firm, reminding you accidents happen when you least expect them. When they do happen, you need a trusted law firm. Ragsdale Law Firm, ready to go to work for you, specializing in car accidents, personal injury, medical malpractice, and oil field accidents. Based in Roswell, serving the entire state. They offer free consultations. And don't forget, you never pay until you win your case. Call Luke Ragsdale, 575-208-5300, ragsdalelawfirm.com for more info. We're coming right back. It's already 8:11. We're BN the Breakfast Club.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Deals and praise from President Trump to key ally Japan. Fox's Doug Luzader.
President Trump inking new deals with Japan and offering a show of both force and friendship on board the U.S. aircraft carrier George Washington this morning.
The president also brought up Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi, to the stage during his rousing remarks.
This woman is a winner. So, we've become very close friends all of a sudden because their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. That means we're doing something right.
The president approved a batch of missiles for Japan's F-35 jets. The Dodgers beat the Blue Jays 6-5 in an 18-inning thriller in Game 3 of the World Series. America's listening to Fox News.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Ashley Transformer sofas, your choice, just $12.88. 5-piece bedroom set, just $5.44. Ashley 3-piece sectional, a steal at $9.77. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
It's Halloween, and Bob's Rickway this week has monster bargains like jalapeno poppers, bacon wrap, cream cheese fill, big 5-pack, just $5.99. Pedro's beef tamale, 16-ounce pack, $5.99. Large apples, 99 cents a pound. Juicy limes, 5 for $1. Get your Tombstone pizzas, 2 for $9, and Food Club sodas and mixers, 2-liter bottles, just 98 cents. And all your Halloween treats on special, from Tootsie Rolls and Nestle to your Dum Dums, to those pumpkin and ghost peeps, to your Reese's and Nestle candy bars, all on special this week. There's spooky savings and monster deals this week at Bob's Rickway, 906 West Avenue D in Levington, where your grocery dollar always goes farther.
If you need an aggressive, experienced personal injury attorney who is honest and true, you need to get the Gorilla.
So I'm 23 years old. I worked at a warehouse, and I took an injury which caused the amputation of my right leg. I was approached by a specific firm, and they turned my case down within 5 minutes. I was told to come visit the Gorilla Law Firm, and immediately they saw potential in my case. And I tell you what, Gorilla Law Firm had my back when no one else did. The Gorilla Law Firm made me a multi-millionaire. And if you're injured, you call the Gorilla Law Firm too.
The Gorilla Law Firm, 3130 North Grimes and Hobbs, or call 575-964-2720.
Your call is very important.
Still waiting on your cable company to care? With slow speeds and hidden fees, maybe it's time to pull the plug. Kinetic gives you 100% fiber and gig speeds with 25 times faster uploads than cable. Local service that actually shows up, and clear pricing that isn't there to surprise you. So ditch cable and connect with the right crowd. Visit GoKinetic.com. Kinetic. Internet better. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
Sutherland's of Carlsbad is here for all your home improvement and DIY projects. Visit Sutherland's.com for how-to tips and guides. Skip the hassle. Buy online and pick up in-store for free at 2101 South Canal in Carlsbad. From hardware, lumber, cabinets, and plywood to fencing, power tools, and furniture, Sutherland's has what you need for the job, plus great financing options. Sutherland's, helping Americans build it better since 1917.
Boot Barn is now open in Hobbs. As the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation, we offer the broadest selection of work boots and cowboy boots, durable jeans and clothing, workwear, and Western fashion pieces. Join us for our grand opening event with live country music and daily giveaways, November 7th through the 9th. Boot Barn, now open in Hobbs, next to PetSmart off North Grimes Street.
Attention Permian Basin, Cowboy Dan here with Permian Chevrolet, GMC, Nissan, and Hobbs, and with bigger deals happening this month at Permian Chevrolet. And backed by popular demand, we'll be raffling off 2 mystery cars for just $99. You heard me right, 2 cars for $99 on October 25th at 4 p.m. and November 1st at 4 p.m. So come in today and get your free raffle tickets and enter to win. Cowboy Dan is shooting down high prices with cars starting as low as $999, bringing you huge savings on all our trucks, cars, and SUVs, new and pre-owned, in stock. Also, take advantage of our top dollar for your trade offer, whether it's paid for or not. Permian will guarantee to beat anyone's deal, and don't forget about our lifetime powertrain warranty, giving you the best protection on your new ride. Come to Permian Chevrolet GMC Nissan here in Hobbs and take advantage of the big savings. And remember, we'll beat anyone's deal.
In the Breakfast Club, being powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com.
Funny. Certain controversial issues, pretty much anything they want to talk about.
Just funny as hell. Assholes, but they're funny.
All right, let's get it on. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and we're just the fire hydrant.
I pass it on to you as my father passed it on to me.
Take the time to thank all our sponsors. Be in the Breakfast Club.
It's part of my morning routine.
Don't let the high cost of Halloween candy scare you to death. Instead, give away off-brand candy brand candy. Forget bite-sized Snickers, save big on chomp-sized Snookers. Or how about a bag of delicious Two Musketeers? We laid off one of the Musketeers and passed the savings on to you. Sure, Butterfingers are delicious, but Margarine Toes are discounted. Why hand out fun-sized packs of M&Ms when you can buy Mirth-sized W&Ws? Turn them upside down and they look just like the other ones. Best of all, when those trick-or-treaters get home and spread all their candy out on the living room carpet, they'll never know it was you who gave them the Norwegian fish. Off-brand candy brand candy. Available where else? At Aldi and Trader Joe's.
I think we're going to give out dried fish this year.
Ew.
Kids are going to love it. They're going to get home and their mom and dad's going to go, what's that smell? It followed you home.
Maybe 2 little lumpias in a snack bag instead.
Yeah. Healthy choices.
Maybe.
I'm going to give a
That's not what Halloween's for.
Maybe a vitamin gummy.
Okay, what time does your trick-or-treating start?
Yeah, I'm not talking about those gummies. I'm talking about vitamin gummies, Blake. A vitamin gummy.
You'll have a line if it's the other thing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Parents and
That's what I'm
teenagers.
saying.
Yeah. Looks like House Republicans holding another press conference as we speak. They're on the TV talking about the same things they talk about every day. If the Democrats would only vote for it to end the shutdown, we wouldn't be in the shutdown. Same thing every day. Mm-hmm. Same speech every day.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Schumer. I love the Democratic House representative. Same thing. Well, we're working. Nobody else is working. And by the way, it passed the House already. What the hell's the matter with you?
Yep.
Whistleblower warning that illegal immigrants are sending shockwaves through crucial industry. Sean Duffy, who, of course, is in charge of the Department of Transportation, accused California issuing commercial driver's license to foreign nationals whose truck killed 3 people. He was on Fox this morning talking about that. I'll say it again. Indians evidently can't drive because that's no coincidence that we've had 3 Indian truck drivers involved in some of these, terrible, terrible crashes. But should you be able to speak English? Yes, you should be able to speak English and write English to be able to drive a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And giving driver's license to name not mention is just a slap in the face to everybody.
Right.
Well, could you go get one that says that?
No.
Then there's your point.
No. And you know what? Protecting our roads. Gavin Newsom's got blood on his hands.
Yep.
Gavin Newsom has blood on his hands.
A lot.
So what is the story? Legal showdown intensifies as President Trump as he fights the Manhattan DA charges.
Mm-hmm.
I did not read that.
It's the thing I saw said that he fired him.
He fired him. So President Trump legal team filing a powerhouse appeal to Manhattan DA's Alvin Bragg's case against him, demanding the verdict be thrown out. So Trump saying, look, that all these cases that they made up against him be thrown out. You know what gets me about New York? You actually have people that are violent offenders that they keep letting out. But President Trump and some of these made up stuff, you know, when you have a bank saying, no, I have no problem loaning Donald Trump money, but you loaned him money on inflated real estate. No.
Nobody said it was inflated.
No, except Alvin Bragg.
The people who are not experts.
Right. Yeah. Another drug boat blown out of the water. Congratulations. We just keep on doing it over and over and over. And things are getting ugly in Virginia. Man yelled at the lieutenant governor. Now, the lieutenant governor served in our military and worked her way up. She became the lieutenant governor, talking about Winsome Sears, and told her to go back to Haiti. Well, she's not from Haiti. She's from, I'm trying to think of where she's from, but is it the Dominican? No, Jamaica. Yeah, she's from Jamaica. Yeah. She migrated here from Jamaica.
They're not taking any flights right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you tell somebody in Jamaica that they're Haitian,
them's fighting words.
Yeah. And her response was, wait a second, I thought Democrats were supposed to be that they loved immigrants. That was her response.
It's a good response.
Yeah. I thought you guys loved immigrants. And her mom and dad came over here. She was actually, I think she was born in America, but her mom and dad came over here, and she is the Republican candidate. She's been the lieutenant governor for like 8 years. So we'll see how that works out. She's behind in the polls big time, though. And Virginia currently has a Republican governor. But they like the shiny chick, the Democrat, because she, she's a good-looking blonde, and there's some things about her. She lied about a bunch of stuff.
But in Virginia, it's one of those weird states.
Yeah, it is.
Republicans tend to do better in off-year elections like this year, so we'll have to see.
We'll see where that goes. Turkey, turkey market, we're at a 40-year low because of the bird flu. And because we're at a low number of turkeys, the price, supply and demand. Didn't we get taught that in school? Supply and demand?
Yeah.
So we don't have a bunch of turkeys right now, so the price is up 40%.
We don't have chickens.
Yeah. Well, bird flu also affected
every Thanksgiving?
turkeys.
Well, I was going to say, how much is the price of turkey right now?
I don't know, but they said it's like a lot higher than it was last year.
I can be specific with you guys. Let me go search.
Yeah.
If it's anything under $1 a pound, I mean, that's
turkeys.
pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But you're right, Monica. Thanksgiving's coming up, and they'll do that 9 cents or 39 cents a pound or whatever.
Honeysuckle white frozen bone-in turkeys. That's for a turkey. Okay, Butterball frozen whole turkey, all natural, 10 to 16 pounds. It's $13.14 average price, and
So
it's
that's less than $1 a
97
pound.
cents a pound right now.
Yeah. That's still cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's cheaper than chicken.
Yeah.
And man, when we would have turkey at my house,
it lasts for days.
By God, we would have turkey salad. We'd have turkey casserole. You
soup.
name it. I mean,
Turkey tacos.
Yeah,
Turkey sandwich.
Yeah, none of that turkey went to waste.
Mm-mm. Nothing goes to waste at our house anymore.
Turkey is up, but still very affordable. And bird flu is the reason why the cost of turkey is going up. And so. Yeah.
And they tend to be bigger, so they take up a lot of freezer space.
Yeah. 92-year-old president of Cameroon. His name is Paul Bibi, and won re-election at 92. 92 years of age. Unbelievable. See, Joe Biden, you could have done it again. At least a couple more times. What the hell happened to you? This guy's 92. But, I mean, Cameroon, how big is Cameroon? It's a small country.
Very small.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some ugly stuff that goes on in Cameroon. Once you're president, you're president. Miss Nebraska, Aubrey Eckert, was crowned the winner of the Miss USA 2025. Congratulations. And Cody B. Frankie from Barstool Sports died over the weekend. Sudden medical issues. He was only 31 years of age. Man. And I got a buddy of mine that's deep into Barstools now, T-Bob Hebert, and they must have paid him a ridiculous amount of money to move to Chicago. A lot of money. Right. Russia is testing a new nuclear-powered cruise missile. By the way, it's been nicknamed Skyfall by NATO because it falls from the sky, maybe? I don't know.
Wasn't that a James Bond movie?
Skyfall. Putin's like, it is not Skyfall. And Fantastic Four, First Steps, will hit Disney on November 5th. Do you have Disney?
Yeah.
So November 5th.
I'll watch it sometime.
And Joe Walsh is putting up his memorabilia up for auction in December. Life's been good, except now to Joe Walsh.
Mm-hmm.
Not good. By the way, that auction is going to be held December 16th and 17th in Los Angeles. It will also be online in case somebody wants to go buy Joe Walsh memorabilia. There's a coaster that he snorted cocaine on in 1979 that's probably still available. The Eagles wouldn't do something like that. No. No.
I don't.
No. They wouldn't do stuff like that.
If you say so.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that type of stuff. New breakthrough treatment destroys 90% of skin and colon cancer cells in 30 minutes. So I always like hearing about, things that can save people's lives. Skin cancer is, we've had like 3 people this year that, that I know of that died from skin cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so this groundbreaking cancer, it kills cancer cells in 30 minutes. And scientists are saying it is a new method. And the research done at the University of Texas in Austin, they fire infrared light, a type of light invisible to the eye, from LED bulbs at test tubes with that contain human skin cancer and colon cancer cells, and then it kills the cancer.
And what is this called again?
The research it just says a new cancer killing treatment that they use. They are actually using ultraviolet lights, and so they're able to. All right, here's what it's called. No, that's not the name of it. Anyway, it's diagnosed to kill 90% of skin cancer and colon cancer. That story was up on Fox this morning, so if you want to go check it out. So just after 30 minutes, researchers say the treatment kills 92% of skin cancer cells and 50% of colon cancer cells, while healthy cells remain unaffected. So, new information coming out of Austin, Texas this morning. So it was up on Fox early this morning. You know how that works, though.
Yeah, and then
they
of
keep
course it's
dumping more
stuff
and more stuff.
and-
But so this is groundbreaking technology that they're using and kills 90% of skin cell cancer. I mean, if you got skin cancer, like I said,
well, you said colon cancer too,
and colon cancer,
I need to find out.
and colon cancer. So anybody that's had cancer in the past, and I've said it before, man, we can do all kind of other stuff, but we can't find a cure for cancer. Pretty cool that we're making some, and it happened at the University of Texas. That's Monica's school.
Yep.
That's what she was told. That's who she's going to like. University of Texas. Yeah.
Listen, I'm torn between Texas and Texas Tech. I've always liked Texas Tech.
Well, this year you better pull for Texas Tech because they got the only chance of going to the championship game.
I might get in trouble for just saying that. But
Texas Tech.
It is what it is.
Well, Texas's coach is probably leaving too. So it's going to be a start over deal.
Why? Because he wants to or the team wants him to?
He's probably going to go to the NFL. That's the rumor. We'll see. Nothing official yet. Socialist Democrat New York City Mayor nominee Mandawi admits on Monday he described a woman he said was his aunt that had to stop taking the subway during 9/11, and then he's changed the story saying, well, it was actually my cousin.
Oh.
Now it's his cousin. Before it was his aunt. That race is going to be heating up. Now they're coming out with all the things that he said in the past about removing our monuments and all kind of other stuff, but it really doesn't matter because the people that are going to vote for Mandawi, you could tell him that he's the devil in disguise. Doesn't matter. They're voting for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. And 2 men found guilty into the 2020 home robbery turned murder in Albuquerque. Jury found the 2 men on Monday that they're part of that robbery that escalated into a kidnapping and finally into a murder. In December 2020, police responded to the home on Manol Boulevard, where the homeowner, 33-year-old Antonio Jamil, was found dead and tied up and then shot execution style.
No.
So Monday, the jury found Walter Eddings and Charles Robinson guilty. Both men were convicted of several charges, including first-degree murder and armed robbery. 3 other co-defendants pled guilty to that crime, but not to the first-degree murder charges. So they are both facing life behind bars. And GOP lawmakers are permanently, they want to permanently lock the crackdown on illegal truck drivers in this country. So the Republican lawmakers pushing to permanently fix the problem with illegal truck drivers in this country that have wreaked havoc on our U.S. highways. So they want to make sure that this never, ever, ever happens again. You know what we need to do? Punish the states. Go after the states financially. Withhold highway funds from them, and maybe they will lose. They will learn their lesson. Maybe. You're looking for a story?
Yeah, the cancer one. Thank you.
Yeah, it's once they take those down,
I know they're gone.
They're gone.
Oh.
They're gone forever. They're gone forever. All right, 8:35. Monica in the text. We'll take a break. We got to get to the boob of the day coming up next.
B. Mandari's cousin might be his aunt, just like his goat in the birria might be his son.
Oh, man.
LOL. And I have delivered a lot of turkeys to the Walmart stores up here in the north, says Patricia from West Odessa.
Get her done.
Yeah. Is it just me that thinks that the anti-littering campaign glorifies narco behavior? Says Bean Sandwich.
that whole idea of, that's just silly.
And talking about the cult, that 746 or 764, that cult is evil. They prey on kids, says Tony in the cap shop. Tim K. in Midland said, I did a GIS map of the grounds where the Kirk was assassinated, and the shot is only 136 yards, not 200. Furthermore, the shot sounds exactly like a bolt-action rifle, such as a .30-06. There was no ejection report, and the shock wave from the projectile can be seen hitting Charlie's shirt as he is hit. I don't recommend watching those videos, but
No.
anyone who knows anything about guns and ballistics can easily discern by watching them that the conspiracy theories surrounding this attack are nonsense. I do believe that Tim K is somebody that you want on your side, just based on everything that he ever texts in. It's always straight and matter of fact and to the point.
Most definitely.
Steve B says, obviously, the people saying you can't make a 200-yard shot with a 30-06 did not grow up shooting guns. And it doesn't matter about Jasmine Is it Jasmine Crocker? Crockett. Nothing will happen anyways. They need to throw Gavin Newsom in jail for giving all those foreigners CDLs. And that's it for the text line.
Yeah, and, when we give foreigners CDLs, it also brings down the pay that legitimate CDL drivers are getting paid.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody's going to do it cheaper. They're going to try to lower your price. Just think about that. So if they lower your price, you're getting paid less. They're getting paid less also, but they're willing to do the job for less.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the bills that you have.
Right.
They're willing to live in a shanty because that's where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
They have no problem living in a shanty or living crashing on the couch of maybe one of their buddies' houses. They have no problem with that. All right, U.S. kills 14 alleged drug traffickers in a strike on 4 boats in the Eastern Pacific, according to Secretary of War Pete Hegseth. So that information coming out early this morning. We're blowing up these boats. By the way, if the drugs are coming to the United States, what did Trump say on Friday when he's asked, are you going to sign a declaration of war? Nope. No declaration of war needed. They're doing harm to America. We're going to do harm to them.
That's right.
Amen. Rest of the story.
Rest of the story.
All right, let's get to the boob of the day, being brought to you by Desert Functional Medicine and Aesthetics. Medical professionals on staff. They offer functional medicine such as natural supplements, stem cell therapy, ozone therapy. I've got an appointment next month to go back and get some more blood drawn. I'm actually thinking about the ozone therapy. I have been suffering with my back, and look, it works. If you're living in pain, there's no reason to live in pain. Get in touch with them today. Set up that appointment. And ladies, if you're going through hormonal issues, I say get in touch with Kelly Pfeiffer. Let him do the deep dive into your blood work. They call that the medicine report. The weather report. They are looking at everything. Who would have ever thought that your thyroid being low is a bad thing?
Right.
Just eat some of those Brazilian nuts and you will be fine. That's what they told me. And guys, if your testosterone is low, that can cause all kind of problems. You can be sleepy all the time, lethargic, no get up and go, no boom boom in the room. Just saying, give them a call today, 575-964-8025. And they're doing awesome things at Desert Functional. They're doing procedures right now. And I don't know the whole skinny about it, but they're actually reversing childhood diabetes. So if you were diagnosed or your child was diagnosed with childhood diabetes, get in touch with Kelly Pfeiffer. They are already doing that in Hobbs, America. 3900 North Lovington Highway. Give them a call, 575-964-8025. Proud sponsor of the Boob of the Day.
If you commit to something, you should follow through. Like you say, you can count on me. They need to be able to count on you. So this guy can only blame himself. Guy in New Jersey invited a woman over for a booty call, but fell asleep before she got there.
Wow.
So she torched his house. Happened in 2019, but the case apparently dragged on to last Friday. Cops say 35-year-old Tyja Russell texted a guy she'd been sleeping with named Curtis Stokes, who described her as a side chick. He texted hello and told her to come over. I won't say what he really typed. That's what he said.
I was going to say.
Something about bring you. It was very late night text, as you can imagine, and she didn't get to his place until about 4 a.m., so he was sleeping and didn't answer the door. She texted him a bunch of angry stuff like, you wasted my money to come out here and I want to see you die. Then she went to a nearby gas station, bought lighter fluid and matches, and set his house on fire.
Oh, dang.
He woke up to his place being fully involved, and he couldn't get to the door. He had to forcibly remove an entire window frame to save himself. He ran to a nearby police station in just his T-shirt. Now, in the report, didn't say anything about pants, so who knows. He had a first and second degree burns and was covered in soot. Let's hope some things didn't get burned. Cops charged her with 6 different crimes, including attempted murder. But they agreed to drop most of those charges as part of a plea agreement. Now, she won't get sentenced until January, but pled guilty to aggravated arson. Prosecutors are asking for 8 years. God, that's almost as much as you get for killing someone in New Mexico. She'll have to serve at least 6.5 before she gets out on parole. Kevin?
My God, she was really in the mood, evidently. Yeah. Holy cow. I'll burn everything down. All right, I love Wesley Hunt. He's running for John Cornyn's seat in the Senate. He's already in the House of Representatives. Mm-hmm. Went against the power players in the Republican Party in Texas. They said, no, don't run. We already got Ken Paxton. Ken Paxton gotten himself in a bunch of trouble. Ken Paxton and his wife were power players in Texas, but Ken Paxton evidently was stepping out and had a side chick for like 12 years.
She didn't burn his house down.
No, she did not burn his house down. But Wesley Hunt says he's doing very well, and he's only been in that race for 3 weeks. Here's what Wesley had to say.
America First patriot that stands behind President Trump. And also people realize this, John Cornyn has not been that guy. And imagine this, John Cornyn has spent $35 million in this race already, and he is still losing. The reason is because the primary voter in Texas does not trust him because of what you just said. President Trump won Texas by 15 points. The world in this country wants America First fighters, and that's exactly what we're seeing on full display.
I love Wesley Hunt. Wesley Hunt, of course, him and his 2 brothers, 3 kids, all went to West Point. This guy's a fighter. I love him. I wish I was in Texas so I could vote for him. Here's a guy that I would never vote for, Tim Walz. Talking about the government shutdown.
They are choosing not to fund these programs. They are choosing to prioritize. And when the White House press secretary said the top priority is the ballroom, we could not disagree more.
The ballroom is not the top priority. The ballroom is being paid for by individuals that are giving money. So why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about it? President Trump yesterday, of course, was in Japan talking about the Prime Minister of Japan. A historic day because Japan, they elected their first woman prime minister.
You will be one of the great prime ministers. I'd also like to congratulate you on being the first woman prime minister. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, and I want to congratulate you on that. I think that has to be called out. And you're going to do a fantastic job, and we're going to have a fantastic relationship. Thank you very much.
So Japan signed a deal. We're going to send F-150s to Japan, a deal that they I'm going to be honest with you. We don't have enough F-150s here in America. Yeah. We're going to have to ramp up building F-150s to send them to Japan.
Okay.
Maybe.
They're already making vehicles here in America, and that's part of the deal is that Japan said, yeah, our automakers, Nissan, Toyotas, will ramp up production in the United States.
Well, and some of those won't fit on some Japanese roads.
Too big.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot that they will fit on, but there's a lot of Japanese roads they won't.
Yeah. So, not going to happen. 12-year-old Honduran girl allegedly tortured by her sponsor. This is so bad. This is why we need to check every one of these kids coming to the United States and check their sponsor out. Under Biden, we did a terrible injustice to those kids. Their sponsors. Some of these child sponsors, they didn't even know they're sponsors. So 12-year-old girl abused and tortured while captive before her escape, entered the United States as an unaccompanied minor from Honduras. U.S. Health and Human Services told Fox News that the girl came here under the Obama administration in 2014. The girl was released to a distant uncle while her mother was living in Honduras. The uncle allegedly began sexually abusing the child before she was taken in by two sisters, Brenda Garcia, 38, and Tanya Garcia, 37. And you know what they started doing? Abusing her, too. The girl said the sisters beat her, starved her, and restrained her using zip ties and not feeding her. They also took photos of the girl, nude photos of the girl with her hands wrapped around her neck in a strangling position. By the way, the girl told detectives that she was hit with cables, belts, and spikes and all that. So thank God she has been rescued. So far, the Trump administration has rescued more than 60,000 kids that were unaccompanied and missing. Now, we still got 240,000 plus to go.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah,
It is sad.
it's sad. And Diddy received his prison release date. He's got 50 months in prison.
He's counting the days, that Diddy boy.
May 8th, 2024. When he gets out, he's going to have, 2028.
Okay.
May 8th, 2028. He'll be released then.
And Johnson & Johnson will say, "We're back."
Yeah,
We're back in business.
He's going to have a big party as soon as he gets out.
Sending out the guest list
So
already.
he will still have a home and everything to come home to?
Yeah, I don't think they took away everything. Now, if his case would have been, if he would have been found guilty of the racketeering, that's something different.
Yeah.
But he wasn't
Trafficking.
found guilty of racketeering. So, and, but when it comes to racketeering or drug crimes, they'll come in and take your cars.
Sure.
They'll come in and take your homes and resell them.
Yeah.
And do it quickly. Yeah, I had a guy I knew once that was into the drug life, and they took all his stuff.
I knew a guy that bought a Ferrari that way.
Yeah.
And he said when he bought it, he was like, "Has it been checked to see if there's anything in it?" And they said, "Nope." And they said, "Will you?" Because he was afraid there might be drugs in it, and if he gets pulled over, he doesn't know.
Yeah, they confiscate everything.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
That is a deterrent for them to not be in the drug life. All right, when we come back, we'll talk about China and Russia actually trying to seduce tech giants. How do you seduce a tech giant? With a computer or with a
giant
girl?
computer.
No, it's females. We'll talk about that coming up in just a second.
Giant females.
Hey, they're going back. That was they're going back
giants.
to the beginning of time. That's the way it was done before. Spy business. They seduce the individuals and they give up all the secrets.
Yeah, a lot of them really quick.
Yeah. Some of them prematurely, they give up the secrets. We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning show this morning. Yeah, we're running late, being brought to you by Pops Power Washing, 11 years, and Eric is never been late, cleaning up your all-field equipment, your spills, and your company fleets. 575-704-0330. Brought to you by Pops Power Washing, 11 years and never late. That number again, 575-704-0330. Give them a holler today. 10 minutes away from 9. Good news of the day on the way, and we'll talk about Russia and China seducing our tech giants. We'll talk about that coming up next. We're B on the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. On Saturday, Cheryl Ann Baxley, 71 of Hobbs, was pronounced deceased at the scene of a single-vehicle crash near the intersection of County Road 251 and County Road 210 in Gaines County, Texas. Investigators stated Baxley was traveling eastbound on County Road 210 and disregarded the stop sign at the intersection of County Road 210 and County Road 251. The vehicle struck a dirt berm and went airborne, then rolled over several times and caught fire. Baxley was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced deceased at the scene. Texas Independent Producers and Royalty Owners Association said tax contributions by Texas's oil and gas industry remained high in September despite shifting industry and market conditions. Texas energy producers paid $444 million in oil production taxes and $224 million in natural gas production taxes for the month. Oil production in Texas increased in July to 5.8 million barrels per day, according to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, and natural gas output in the state in July grew by 1.4% to reach an all-time high of 37.35 billion cubic feet per day. U.S. production in July increased to 13.64 million barrels of oil per day and 121.62 billion cubic feet per day of natural gas. And Eddy County Fire and Rescue Chief Joshua Mack has been named Fire Chief of the Year by the New Mexico Fire and EMS Expo. Mack received the award during the annual event held in Socorro on October 11th. The award recognizes Mack's exemplary leadership, dedication to fire safety and emergency medical services, and his significant contributions to improving the preparedness and response capabilities of Eddy County Fire and Rescue. Under his guidance, the department has implemented initiatives focused on training, community outreach, and interagency cooperation. Eddy County Manager Mike Gallagher commended Chief Mack's leadership, noting its lasting impact on the department and the community. And that's the way it is. I'm Blake Ovard. This is MTD Radio News.
Calling all Thunderbirds. New Mexico Junior College is hosting its first ever fall homecoming, and you are invited to be a part of it. The celebration kicks off October 23rd. Join us as we showcase the best of Thunderbird pride with volleyball, cross-country, rodeo, baseball, and wrapping it up with an electrifying home basketball game you won't want to miss. Bring your friends, your energy, and Thunderbird spirit. For alumni information, contact 575-492-2785, or for the full schedule, visit nmjc.edu.
Your call is very important.
Still waiting on your cable company to care? With slow speeds and hidden fees, maybe it's time to pull the plug. Kinetic gives you 100% fiber and gig speeds with 25 times faster uploads than cable. Local service that actually shows up, and clear pricing that isn't there to surprise you. So ditch cable and connect with the right crowd. Visit GoKinetic.com. Kinetic. Internet better. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear crew, it's Toyota. With an adult-sized third row, everyone's welcome in the Grand Highlander. From sports fans to eco-buffs and movie fans. Sink back in the Sienna with an available rear seat entertainment system. Slip into the RAV4 with available all-wheel drive, and let's go. Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Visit Permian Toyota in Hobbs today. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Coffee Drilling LLC, they offer a wide range of drilling services from small domestic water to agricultural and monitor wells. In addition to mud and rotary drilling, Coffee Drilling offers services to pre-existing wells as well as troubleshooting of pumps and all control systems. Call Coffee Drilling today to schedule your routine maintenance or see about an upgrade to your water system. Call 505-270-1767. That's 505-270-1767. Coffee Drilling LLC, over 20 years experience and serving all of Hobbs, Lovington, and Eunice.
Calling all clay shooters. Join the 4th annual Freedom Isn't Free Sporting Clay Shoot, including a cornhole tournament at Creekside Clays in Artesia, New Mexico, November 1st. Come support conservative Republican Harlan Vincent, who will continue to fight for your freedoms. Thank you to the main event sponsors, Prestige Equipment Rentals and Power Systems, and Southwest Contracting. Early registration and sponsorships are still available at harlanvincent4nm.com. For more information, call Rhonda at 575-937-1475. That's 575-937-1475.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford and PermianFord.com. Home of the lifetime Permian Powertrain Promise. Broadcasting from the Inn of the Mountain God studio. The question of the day brought to you by Lovington Auto Supply, with the largest selection of parts for heavy trucks and semis. Text line brought to you by Amigo Machinery, your Kubota dealer. Call or text now. 877-396-W105 to talk to us.
I mean, we're not big fans of DJs, generally, like radio DJs and things.
Be Blake and Monica. Life is a bowl of soup. We're at work. Be in the Breakfast Club.
Does his mother know about this?
Your mornings will never be the same.
Now, an ordinary kid on Halloween.
Look, I'm 10 now, okay? I've been around the block a few times. I've seen behind the curtain. I look cute, say trick or treat, and you give me candy. That's the deal. What I'm not going to tolerate this year are Smarties or Necco wafers. So if that's in the offing, take your butt back to Walmart and step up your candy game. And to the woman that gave me raisins last year, I know where you live. We all do. I'm not saying eggs may find your garage door, or your jack-o'-lantern might have an unfortunate accident, or even that your cat Sparkles will go missing. But this year, maybe you go with the full-size candy bars. Happy Halloween!
This has been An Ordinary Kid on Halloween.
All right, number 877-396-W105. Morning show this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Rig Outfitters. Winter is finally here. Have you stepped outside? It's chilly out there this morning.
Chilly. Is it dark? I'm like gloomy? Cloudy?
Yeah, it's a little, yeah. So you want to stay warm and you need FR jackets. They've got them for just $129.99. FR hoodies starting at $79.99. They've got all your winter gear, FR and non-FR apparel. Balaclavas, they've got insulated gloves, they've got heated jackets, thermals, vests. They've got all of that and more. Go by and see them today at Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. And, of course, that's where Permian Basin gears up for winter. It's Rig Outfitters. Stay warm, work hard, Rig Outfitters. And have you heard Scrub Outfitters in Hobbs? They have more than just scrubs. Yeah, they're carrying infants and kids apparel, accessories, from newborn to size 7, and need a holiday outlet for the little one? Not a problem. They've got warm coats and cozy sweaters, plus diaper bags, infant shoes, and so much more. Stop by and see them, Scrub Outfitters, inside the Broadmoor Mall. And, of course, they also have Rig Outfitters right next door. Check them out, Scrub Outfitters, Rig Outfitters in the Broadmoor Mall. 858 We Are B. And the Breakfast Club. Norwegian Cruise Line diverted course to rescue 63 people that were stranded on a Greek island. I wonder if that came with a drinking package. 1 minute, you're stranded at sea. Next minute, you've got the buffet, unlimited buffet, and karaoke. It's unbelievable the way that works.
Not necessarily in that order.
No, I mean, either way. I mean, you can partake in the karaoke and then the buffet, whatever you want. Chainsaw Man was the #1 movie at the box office over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere, came in at 4th place and only took in $9 million. Did you expect different? I didn't. I was like, there's not that much attention for Bruce Springsteen. I wasn't expecting it. And earlier this month, Long Beach, California, deaf woman survived being hit by a small custom-made plane that crashed into her as she was walking her dog on a soccer field. Plane was making an emergency landing, and she did not hear it coming. Sad. Thank God she's going to be okay. And the plane is not going to be okay, but the one person on the plane is going to be okay. Former NFL running back. He was a great running back. Adrian Peterson facing multiple charges following his arrest Sunday in Sugar Land, Texas. Charged with DWI and unlawful carrying of a firearm. Of course, previously he had gotten in trouble. Did he get in trouble in Oklahoma or in Texas for switching his son?
How did he switch him?
Well, switching back in the day, spanking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go out, get the switch, bring it to me. You're getting a licking.
I wish that that's how I would have gotten spanked. I would have been.
No, you don't wish that.
Yes, I do.
Now,
I would have been the
let's-
best behaved young girl in my life.
Let's quiz Monica. Do you think the big switch hurts worse than the small switch?
No. I feel like that little switch probably got more air
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And
Yeah, that little switch would tear your butt up.
Grandma would say, "You go pick it."
Same thing with belts. Small belt, skinny belt. Oh man, that will wear your butt out. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, my dad would say, "Which one you want?" None of them.
None of them.
I used to love when my dad would tell me, "This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you, son." No, it's not.
Don't be lying to me,
Well,
Pops.
externally, no,
it's not.
But
Internally, it did hurt them.
Yeah.
I know. It.
to have to do it.
No. China and Russia are reportedly sending attractive women to the United States to seduce Silicon Valley tech executives and steal their secrets. Men have never given up those type of secrets for sex, right? Female spies from China and Russia, they are engaging in sex warfare in the Silicon Valley. With some of these men being married and having children, they're still on the target list.
Have they ever stopped doing that?
I don't think they did. I don't think they did. And to me, between Russian women, don't get me wrong, Russian women are attractive, but
Is it
I got
the
to think for the
accent?
Asian, the Asian persuasion.
That's not what they're called.
What? The accents?
They're not accents.
What are they?
They're assets.
Okay. Well, maybe.
So Chinese Communist Party along with the
Maybe
Russian,
the accent,
so they're sending people to California. And California's like, sure, y'all come on in. Well, you remember Eric Swalwell, the sitting senator?
Mm-hmm.
He invited a communist spy to come into his house
Yeah.
and to his bedroom.
Monica,
What's that?
does that look like an accent?
No. So Russian women are just pretty
They're tall and
and beautiful and
Yeah.
and beautiful and
yeah.
I mean, like
Beautiful.
everywhere, they're not all that way, obviously.
No.
But
now put
I
in
mean-
American women. Let's see the difference.
Now
What
I've
it
seen
brings up.
some ugly Russian women.
this is what it pulled up, Kevin. Just regular
Yeah.
shots.
American woman.
Yeah, we've seen some ugly Russian women too. So not all of them are beautiful.
Wow, what a variety of American women.
It's a big difference.
Yes. Wow. Okay, now put all the women. Put Asian women. Put Italian women. Put Chinese women. I just want to see the difference. This is incredible. We could do our own little survey study / Wow. That was Asian?
Mm-hmm.
Try Italian now. And then after that,
No, wait. Now we got some of those might be women.
That's Italian.
I-
Wow, I'd say it's a tie between Italian and Russian. America's out. American women, we're out. Ooh, what's this one? German?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Russia's still in the lead. Italian's
Now,
second.
if you were a guy, would you be attractive to a woman that has like a big old hairy armpit?
No,
No.
nah. I mean, if I didn't see it right away, maybe. But if I had to like find out later on, like on a date or something, yeah, La Máquina.
Like all of a sudden,
Yeah.
bam!
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do it. What's this one?
Texas.
Oh, okay.
Look, they're beautiful women all over the
I
world.
agree. There are beautiful women.
There are
everywhere.
beautiful women.
But again, these are just regular, just photos.
Yeah, there are beautiful women everywhere. No matter where you go, you can find beautiful women.
Beautiful woman.
But I originally did it just so you could see the stereotypical Russian.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're coming to get the tech secrets.
Now,
like they haven't been for a long time.
Correct me if I'm wrong, since you've been accused of this, and it's not the case with you, but a lot of the mail order brides back in the day were Russian women.
Yeah, there were some. And I don't know how you bring somebody in. Have you ever watched that show, 90 Day Fiancé?
Yes.
And a lot of those marriages don't last. It's short term.
Mm-hmm.
Get the green card.
Yeah, they get but they can if the marriage only lasts short term, they can revoke that green card fairly quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the green card is only good for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go back for your 10-year green card. And
That's
if you
fair.
get a divorce in between that,
Yeah.
you're probably not getting your citizenship unless he was an abuser.
But I seem to recall I worked with a guy, and he actually, this is pre-internet for the most part kind of stuff. And I want to say he got like a photocopied catalog. It might have been better than that, but like of girls that had like little bios and stuff that he could write to or whatever.
Oh wow!
Wow.
I don't. Yeah,
And that's why they
that
were
was the
called
whole
that.
mail order thing was because
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
like a catalog.
And look, I know a couple guys in southeast New Mexico that are dating foreign women. And I always just say be very, very careful.
Mm-hmm.
If they say send me money, that's the first thing. That's a sign that maybe
It's a
this
scam.
is not right.
Right. Run.
Or if
Well,
they-
it's the same thing. If you meet a woman and she says, can you pay my electric bill like in the first 24 hours of meeting her? Can you pay the cable bill?
Can you pay
That might
my
be a hooker.
bill?
I think there's a song about that. Can you pay my bills?
There sure
Telephone
is.
bill. Telephone bill. Telephone.
don't
I mean,
think
and that's done by Beyonce, who is damn country. She's a country artist now. Pay the.
That is the most country of country artists ever.
Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, check of the weather this morning being brought to you by our buddies at Rig Outfitters. Rig Outfitters, they've got the big sale going on right now. Like I said, $79.99 for the FR hoodies, $129.99 for the jackets. Get it all today right there at Rig Outfitters and next door Scrub Outfitters. High temperature today, 68, sunny skies. Windy, though, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Tonight, down to about 35. That's probably going to be our coldest night so far. And freeze watch late into the night, 61 coming up on Wednesday for the high for southeast New Mexico. And Ruidoso, you're sitting pretty. 60 and sunny today. Below freezing tonight, down to about 27. 55 coming up tomorrow. And continue cooler weather in the forecast for Ruidoso for the rest of the week. And in Albuquerque, high temperature 70 today. Freeze warning in effect tonight, 35 the overnight low, 63 tomorrow, and good-looking rest of the week all the way into the weekend. Check it out today. All you got to do is go to W105radio.com. Check of the weather this morning being brought to you by Seminole Siding and Construction. Trusted name across southeast New Mexico. They have siding. They can take care of your windows, your doors, seamless gutters. And look, they do metal buildings. I'm talking about industrial or commercial metal buildings. Looking for a carport or maybe a patio? They can take care of that for you. They did our carport. Check it out today when you pass by the station. And it's like a biggin. It's like the 6 Bay carport. 575-391-1430 or go to the website SeminoleSidingAndConstruction.com. Monica in the text 909. Good news of the day just around the corner. We'll get to that and more.
My wife's green card is good for 10 years, said Mario B. Roy from Jal said Italian women are beautiful until they reach across the table for the salt and then the smell kills the appetite from their underarms. LOL. Little Texas song is God Blessed Texas. Ha, ha, ha. Big Biden lover says Spanish. And Eric says, you're going to have to scrub the search history after searching all those ladies. LOL. And
it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. Fritz from Texas said, I had to pick my own switch the first time, and man, did I screw up. I got the skinniest one I could find. I never made that mistake again.
Yeah.
We all did.
Monty said, the Halloween treat that all the kids in our town look for is the pomegranate. Everybody wants one.
Oh.
And yes, send Japan our junk F-150s. Okay, I'm not taking offense to that. Grumpy Old Man says, hey, Kevin, isn't that so sweet, giving CDLs to no name here? I had to prove my birthplace and that I was a legal citizen and pay $4,000. That's just plain old BS. NPR Lover says, I was on Highway 70 the other day. I was passing another truck and I had to slam on my brakes and go off the shoulder, loaded with milk, because this guy was drifting into my lane as I was trying to pass him. I caught up to him again and gave him the finger.
That's called the one-finger salute. You're saluting
When
them.
I finally passed him and I noticed, yes, he was an Indian. Guys, did you see where Whoopi was encouraging people to go to the grocery stores and just walk out with baskets without paying because of the SNAP fiasco? No.
Yeah, I mean, Whoopi, who's that hurting? I mean, seriously, that's hurting the individual stores. Has nothing to do with the government.
Wow. And that's it for the text line.
I mean, she's such a jackass. She really is. Just terrible. New Mexico Sexual Assault Helpline marks 1 year of operation. Of course, that sex line helpline operates 24/7. And in the first year of operation, it helped more than 1,200 people who got on the phone and online or chatted with individuals about being sexually assaulted. And a 13-year-old in the United States illegally denied their release after allegedly gang ties. All this information came to light after a threat at school. Brazilian boy reportedly has a lengthy criminal history, has ties to a gang, apologized for his actions, asked the court to forgive him before the judge denied him bond and said, nope, we're not going to deny you. We're not going to let you out. And your bond, no, thank you. It's all part of his immigration proceedings. Because the moment he hits the ground outside that court, he's gone. He is done. You're never going to find him again until he goes somewhere else and wreaks the same havoc.
Amen.
So, and I get it. He's only a child. And his family has pending asylum cases in the United States. But if you come to our country as a guest and become a straight-up a-hole, no matter on what your age is, you should be sent back. And that goes for permanent residents. Anybody that comes to our country as a permanent resident, takes advantage of the system, you should go back too.
Amen.
Once they become citizen, I don't think you can revert their citizenship.
You can. There is a process to denaturalize someone, especially if they remain a dual citizens, like if
they lied to somebody, lied on their application.
They have to prove it in court, and then they can do a denaturalization process.
See, and that's what Mandawi, because there's no doubt this guy lied on his application about being a socialist. And that is one of the questions when you fill out the application. Have you ever had any ties to a communist organization or a socialist organization?
But they'd have to prove it in court.
Yeah. There lies the hard part of that. And Scott Bassett, of course, Bassett is the U.S. Treasury Secretary, disputed Meet the Press anchor Kristen Walker suggestion Sunday that the president is responsible for the government shutdown. And I love Bassett. He's like, oh, no. How can it be the president's fault? He didn't vote on this. He has named the people who voted against the continuing resolution. It's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those people, with the exception of Rand Paul, are all Democrats.
Didn't he come around on the last vote? Didn't Rand Paul?
Maybe on the last vote, but the first vote, no.
Right.
So they need two more individuals to cross the line Is that
I
right?
think 5. I think they're at 55 is where they're at.
Well, 56 with Rand Paul.
Okay.
So you need 60. So you need 4.
3.
Yeah, 4. Right?
Well.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get to 60.
DJ math.
Yeah, we're over here. 60 minus
1, 2, 3, 4.
60 minus 56. Yeah, that's 4.
27.
I think it's 4. And Prince Andrew supposedly is demanding now.
Oh, like he's in position?
That he's demanding a royal lodge, part of his exit strategy. And he's even asked Prince Harry and Meghan Markle if he could live at their house.
Hey, can I come live with you?
He's homeless. He's a royal homeless pain in the butt.
He's unhoused, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Unhoused. All right, Monica and the text. We'll take our break. Good news of the day coming up in just a sec.
There are kids as young as 10 and 12 who are out there with cartels and have serious crimes under their belts, according to documentaries. You are exactly right, Chip. That's how, and we were talking about that, them being hungry, them wanting the latest fashion, things like that. That's how the cartels entice them. Use the nuclear option. The Dems did, said a texter. In-law outlaw said, I wish my wife had a green card. Then maybe she'd make me a sandwich. And that's all that we have for the text line.
She doesn't have to have a green card to make you a sandwich. You just have to tell her. Well, let me rephrase that. You have to ask politely. Ain't no telling.
And bat your eyes. And do all that.
Just got to say, can you please make me a sandwich?
I'm really hungry.
Yesterday for lunch, the wife made me barbecue ribs and
yummy.
sweet potato mash.
Oh,
And what'd you
I
do for
finally
her?
got my hands on some purple sweet potatoes.
Aren't they the bomb?
I haven't cooked them yet, but I bought them out at the farm down the road.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I bought 3 of them because I know I'm the only one that's going to eat them. But should I cook it? Just like a normal
Just bake
sweet
it like a
potato?
sweet potato.
Yeah, you can.
Awesome.
Or you can boil it and mash it.
Okay.
And put a little butter on top. Real butter.
Oh, yeah.
Don't use the margarine.
Yeah.
No,
Real butter.
Just do it like a
You'd
regular
be
sweet
proud
potato.
of me. I bought garden, everything for the garden to make pico, jalapenos, tomatoes.
All the fresh.
All the fresh.
All the fresh stuff.
Garden pico.
Fresh is best.
I might pull a Blake.
Way to do
I
it.
might pull a Blake, take a picture and post it.
There you go.
It's going to be my garden pico.
It's the best way to do it.
What? You got something to say?
Well, I mean, if you're going to be like Blake, you got to post the dogs up, too.
No, y'all don't want to see my dogs. Y'all don't want to see my dogs.
The dogs are
dogs and food. That's pretty much
dogs
it.
are no good.
Art, dogs, and food. Okay, legit. I don't consider myself an artist, but when I put my hand to a canvas or when I put my hand to a craft,
Better than Hunter Biden?
I do all right. Yeah,
Better than Hunter?
better than Hunter.
That's our
my
benchmark.
dogs, bless their hearts. I'm a horrible dog owner. I feed them, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, they got lost the other day. I'm not going to lie. And
Mine-
me and Patrick looked at each other and I said, hopefully they found a better home. And then our neighbor calls us and they're like,
They
y'all's
found
dogs are
one.
back here.
They found one.
Well,
It
they
was your
didn't
neighbor.
want them.
Yeah,
so
they
we
didn't
had
want
to
'em.
go get them. And I said, bless their hearts.
Yeah,
I forgot
I'm a good dog owner.
not a good
but
dog owner.
I still, when we call to the Philippines, I talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like this.
like a man.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh.
Yeah, we got a couple of rescue
They're
bull
looking
terriers
for
right
you.
now.
we're
So
Are you going to have a hard time giving them up?
no,
Don't
we've done
worry.
rescue for a long time, and they always are a little hard to give up. But they go to
See,
a better
I couldn't
home.
do that.
So we get them all ready for whoever's going to love them for the rest of their life.
That's cool.
So, all right, 19 after 9. News this morning being brought to you by our buddies at the Twin Wells Fuel Station. If you're driving on 128 this morning between Jowl and Carlsbad and you need fuel, exit on Buck Jackson Road, go down less than 3 miles. Fill her up. They open to the public. They have unleaded, green diesel, red diesel, DEF. They've got everything that you're looking for, and they accept credit cards, debit cards, and fleet cards. So next time you're on the road and you need fuel, exit Buck Jackson Road off of 128 and be safe on the road from the Twin Wells Fuel Station. We'll check in on news, keep you updated with everything going on.
Fox News News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump in Japan rallies the troops aboard the USS George Washington. Introducing Japan's new conservative prime minister as a great woman, bringing missiles for Japan F-35 jets and inking deals for rare earth minerals and Toyotas for Americans.
Toyota is going to be putting auto plants all over the United States to the tune of over $10 billion. So that's Toyota. So go out and buy a Toyota.
All these Asian deals are U.S. leverage for President Trump's meeting with China's President Xi in South Korea. President Trump also promising the Navy pay raises if Democrats approve it. On this day 28 of the government shutdown, big break. The union for more than half of federal workers demanding Democrats vote for the GOP spending bill to get federal workers back and paid today. America's listening to Fox News.
Michael's Prescription Corner is your one-stop shop for all of your medication needs. Whether you're under the weather or just need your med refills while you're on the road, Oilfield, we're talking to you. The team at Michael's can get you filled and on your way. With 4 locations serving Lee County, it's guaranteed hometown service with a smile you can count on. Michael's Prescription Corner is located in Lovington, Hobbs, Eunice, and now open in Chow. Visit michaelsrxcorner.com for all location information or simply download their app to submit your refills today. Michael's Prescription Corner, proudly serving all of Lee County.
Calling all Thunderbirds. New Mexico Junior College is hosting its first ever fall homecoming, and you are invited to be a part of it. The celebration kicks off October 23rd. Join us as we showcase the best of Thunderbird pride with volleyball, cross country, rodeo, baseball, and wrapping it up with an electrifying home basketball game you won't want to miss. Bring your friends, your energy, and Thunderbird spirit. For alumni information, contact 575-492-2785, or for the full schedule, visit nmjc.edu.
I was driving home from work.
I got off the bus on my way home from work.
I drive the same way every day.
I get off the same stop every day.
Driving through the intersection.
Walking through the intersection.
I didn't even see her.
I didn't even see him. Then it was too late.
When you're walking.
When you're driving,
look for me.
Drivers, look for pedestrians. Pedestrians, look for drivers. Sponsored by NMDOT and aired in cooperation with the NMBA and this station.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Attention, art lovers. Join Legacy Art Studios at the Yacasio Performing Arts Center in Artesia on November 15th from 2 to 4 p.m. for an unforgettable art show featuring the incredible Mark Smith. Enjoy a stunning array of his work, from mesmerizing marble and bronze sculptures to unique gypsum creations. Don't miss the chance to bid on your favorite piece in a silent auction featuring a one-of-a-kind mixed media sculpture combining stainless steel, bronze, and marble. Something truly special. You'll also find captivating acrylic and oil paintings, plus exquisite mirror etchings. Meet Mark in person, enjoy free entry, and savor delightful refreshments. Check out some of Mark's artwork on their Facebook page, Legacy Art Studio. They can't wait to see you there.
Attention Permian Basin. Permian Chevrolet, GMC, Nissan, and Hobbs will pay off your trade. Permian Chevy is giving you the best guarantee in the Permian Basin. When you buy with Permian Chevrolet, we will pay off your trade no matter what you owe. You heard me right. We'll pay off your trade. Permian Chevy, GMC, Nissan is giving you the best deal in the Permian Basin with pre-owned vehicles starting as low as $999. Permian Chevy is bringing you huge deals on all our trucks, cars, and SUVs, new and pre-owned in stock. Also with the best guarantee and the best deal for your trade, Permian will beat anyone's deal, guaranteed. And don't forget about our lifetime powertrain warranty, giving the best protection on your new ride. Come to Permian Chevrolet, GMC, Nissan here in Hobbs and take advantage of the big savings. And remember, Permian will beat anyone's deal.
Be in the Breakfast Club, powered by Permian Ford, home of the lifetime Permian powertrain promise. That means your engine and transmission performs for the life that you own the vehicle or it's covered.
You know, a lot of people think that the word douchebag is a male term.
Good day, sunshine.
Call now, 877-396-W105.
There are are some people that say, we love Trump's policy, but we don't like Trump. All I want to do is save our country.
All right, number 877-396-W105. Kid Rock was asked on Fox News. It was like 2 weeks ago that this happened. Now getting some pushback because he put a mask on, like a surgical mask, and said, "I'm going as a retard." And I mean, I don't like that word though. I really don't. And I get it. It is a medical term,
Correct.
but it's just not.
No,
it's just not a good word.
No, but when we were kids,
it was okay.
Yeah.
It was acceptable.
And we didn't refer to people who are mentally challenged or have a syndrome or anything.
Yeah.
That's not what we were referring to.
Yeah. But maybe a little over the top. People are upset that he used the word. And I kind of get that. High school in Maryland last week, a student was was taken custody by police after the Dorito bag. We talked about that. By the way, since then, the police have apologized. Gotcha. And game day, college game day, Saturday, they're going to be in Utah. Tell me college football hasn't changed. Utah, as Cincinnati and Utah play on Saturday.
There's a market for that game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, like
Utah.
10 fans?
Yeah. So Utah's got a good football team.
They do.
They got a good football team. All right, morning show this morning being brought to you by Latte and the Thriftway, home of the taco bar and made from scratch tortillas while you do your shopping. Check out the taco bar and always pick up those tortillas made from scratch multiple times a day. On special right now, the fryer thighs and drumsticks, 99 cents a pound. Choice beef chuck roast, $5.99 a pound. Get sirloin steaks, the beef steaks for $6.99 a pound, and Boston butt pork roast $1.97 a pound. Also, the new crop of apples, 3-pound bag for just $1.99. Russet potatoes, 10-pound bag for $2.99. Also, seedless grapes, $1.99 a pound, and avocados, 5-count bag for $1.99. In the deli department, $7.49 for hickory smoked turkey breast, Virginia smoked ham for $5.69, beef bologna for $6.99, and honey wheat bread for $1.68 a loaf. You'll always find the coldest beer in Carlsbad at La Tienda in Carlsbad, right there on Canal. You also find refreshments like Coke, Dr. Pepper, and Sprite. Get it today. 20-pack is $9.99. We got to do our good news of the day this morning, being brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agent Herschel Rustin Hayes, Avenue D in Lovington. Can take care of all your insurance. Give them a call, 575-396-0513. Home, auto, life insurance, and more. Herschel Rustin Hayes, 575-396-0513. Proud sponsor of the good news of the day.
An 8th grader in California named Kevin Tang was just named America's top young scientist for 2025 for an invention that was inspired by his grandmother. It's called Fall Guard. It uses cameras and AI to detect if someone falls and needs help. So that means you don't even have to say, I've fallen and I can't get up. AI does it for you, and probably not in that stupid little voice. The title comes with a $25,000 grand prize as well. So pretty cool. And just for fun, you might want to pay attention. Nikon has announced the finalists for its annual Comedy Wildlife Awards. They're the funniest animal photos people have submitted this year. And you can go to comedywildlifephoto.com and check it all out. We've got them rotating through right now, and there's some pretty funny ones. And Kevin, that is the good news of the day.
All right, Tradio coming up next with the award-winning Russ Black. Don't forget, we'll be back on the air, me and Blake, tonight for the mayor's debate and for the mayor's in Hobbs.
Yes.
3 candidates will do the debate 6 to 7 p.m. tonight. It will be on all our platforms and on the air. God bless you guys. Have a awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow for the Hump Day edition of Bee and the Breakfast Club.
MTD Radio News, I'm Blake Ovard. On Saturday, Cheryl Ann Baxley, 71 of Hobbs, was pronounced deceased at the scene of a single vehicle crash near the intersection of County Road 251 and County Road 210 in Gaines County, Texas. Investigators stated Baxley was traveling eastbound on County Road 210 and disregarded the stop sign at the intersection of County Road 210 and County Road 251. The vehicle struck a dirt berm and went airborne, then rolled over several times and caught fire. Baxley was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced deceased at the scene. Texas Independent Producers and Royalty Owners Association said tax contributions by Texas's oil and gas industry remained high in September despite shifting industry and market conditions. Texas energy producers paid $444 million in oil production taxes and $224 million in natural gas production taxes for the month. Oil production in Texas increased in July